Yeah, you know what it is. 140 for the rapper, busy man, shit, nigga. They turn their head over, nigga.
I read what Eve did to Adam, I just pray my love don't lie to me. Swing the iron like stamps and I can't let no holder lie to me. I don't feel these rappers, all they lies is hypocrisy. Ain't no competition, ain't no rivalry. Niggas think I'm playing, I don't hear one word they saying, this shit light work. Think Muhammad one of us, he might lose his life first. Circle up and stay alert, another cop just stretch the nigga. He a demon, this an exorcism, watch I bless the nigga. You took that oath in blood, then you know I'm gon' get active with you. Fuck the opposition, I see vision, let me paint the picture. Rappers claim they spit and I ain't listening, is effective. If revenge was a woman, now I stroke that bitch like Jack the Ripper. War, we gon' run the summer, it's gon' be historical. Thought they making plays, made them niggas call the audible. Ask who run this shit, but that question is rhetorical. Bitch, I'm the one, me cookies with the oil. I'ma get them crackers, hell, should've never kidnapped my family. I can't do that, bet I be the last nigga standing. Do a life sentence for my niggas, pray you understand me. I might put a switch on this Glock and call it Young Gang. How you real triggering on them dots? You a bird feeder, claiming he a demon. What's a demon to a cold leader? When he saying something, I ain't hear him. This shit light. It ain't on who got the gun, it's about who gon' up that pipe first. I turn a bad situation to a game change. Bring soldiers from the dead, just raised up the chain. Free shots, I'ma look like Aaron Jones when I run it. Never bite the hand and feed you, you'll never get that hand back. He bitchin' about 10%, I don't wanna hear none of that. He dropping sword, fuck him, just make sure you get that cover back. Look around, he ain't with us, probably cause he never was. Now my chin like you with the angels for your brothers. Everybody wanna be Richard Porter, God kill him like Alpo. Play if he want, it's laying in the trunk like Lee Malvo. I'm a certified woman's ass nigga, I am not a toy. Hey, I with that hollow side, yeah, this the real McCoy. Feel like Gullah Jack when I'm in Fayetteville, you feel your boy. Still up on my brain, still I think that's all that I do. The way I get that boy lost, they gon' start to call him Elroy. Fuck his game, pop out on them demons like I'm Hellboy.
Backstage.
Yeah, nigga. Fake ass nigga.
You ain't no Israelite, but you a gospelite, bitch.
Fuck you talking about? Hey,
If that nigga won't walk, bitch, we ready. It ain't hard to find us. Hawk, I keep that stick locked, loaded, boy, he'll fade you line up. Young nigga named the Slayer. What you think, boy? You be done to try. Soft coast shit, we bout it. UPKs, you solid. Little bitch think I'm crazy, think I'm playing like bitch, I ain't the one. Warfare every day, so who is you, bitch? I don't need your love. Killers right round the way. What you think? I love this brotherhood. Hood. More than you, bitch. Sharp on shit, I'm bout it. UPK too solid. Fuck nigga don't want war. It ain't enough clips in your army. All the bitches wanna take my piece. All they hoes wanna take my piece. All the niggas wanna take my piece. No, I can't let a dog take it from me. I can't let a dog take it from me. You a whole study and you dummy. And these bitches really out this bitch walking around like they don't know nothing. And a lame nigga fall for them and get set up for the coins and get gunned down, man down. Shoulda took the time, get a damn no. But I see the starter and I show her. She could never get a priest hoeing. You a dirt ass, rust ass neck bitch with a fake ass jury. In Tennessee while I'm touring. It's a Tennessee, but she luring. Yeah, that sucker duck bitch ass boy, fuck nigga over that bit muggin'. I say, if that nigga won't walk, bitch, we ready. It ain't hard to find us. Hawk, I keep that stick locked, loaded, boy, he'll fade you line up. Young nigga named the Slayer. What you think, boy? You be done to try. Soft coast shit, we bout it. UPKs too solid. Little bitch think I'm crazy, think I'm playing like bitch, I ain't the one. Warfare every day, so who is you, bitch? I don't need your love. Killers right round the way. What you think? I love this brotherhood. Hood. More than you, bitch. You a lame nigga down to me. Eat candy, but I'm sucker free. You a little nigga, ain't nothing to me. Base up, boy, I fit a beat. Yeah, AR-223. Draco with a magazine. Yeah, that clip run like limousine. I shoot your ass in the spring. Boy, I bust your ass in a temple. We debating by the temple. Tell the truth, boy, you's a victim. And you're squirming off like a lizard. Nigga walk down my road. Why does nigga come down my road? Boy, come down my road. Boy, I charge your ass toll fee. I'm a real big priest, nigga. UBK play for keys, nigga. Commanding to get a damn order, but ain't nothing to me to damn kill you. I was talking his ass like a cat. All weapons, boys full of tech. Boy, like a close combat. Nigga got popped off for a neck. If that nigga won't walk, bitch, we ready. It ain't hard to find us. Hawk, I keep that stick locked, loaded, boy, he'll fade you line up. Young nigga named the Slayer. What you think, boy, you be done to try. South Coast shit, we bout it. UPK, you solid, Little bitch think I'm crazy, think I'm playing like bitch, I ain't the one. Warfare every day, so who is you, bitch? I don't need your love. Killers right round the way. What you think? I love this brotherhood or hood? More than you, bitch.
Christ said 7 women gon' be on one nigga in the end time. Nigga, fuck wrong with you, boy. Stressed by that damn whole ass bitch. Fake ass nigga too. Dumb ass motherfucker. Fuck you.
Backstage.
Hey, listen, brothers and sisters, man. If you like what you hear, hit the subscribe button, man. Subscribe to this channel. And also, please, go to isubk.com and pay your tithe. Drop me some cash so we can move around this planet like we need to, man, and do the things we need to do.
They're one west. They're one west. They're one west. They're
Right back at you again. Officer Shapat Dayakin. Dropping something heavy for these cowards out here. Yeah. Coming straight from 125th, 1 West, Harlem, New York. Home of the truth, nigga. Man of war with hair wool, no idols, loving judgments. God of the Bible, the men above me shout, Hum Yasha, and all the warriors be like, Hum Yasha. Kingdoms ours, all the heathens forbidden. The chosen bow down to no one, it was written. The men above me shout, Hum Yasha, and all the warriors be like, Hum Yasha. All day as we discuss how they don't like us. Gathered on streets and corners, all is feeling righteous. Real particular, nobody else there to compare to. Train for war, men of war, and war like apparel. Prefer our leaders, can't get between us, watch where you stepping. Cause a scene, you gon' see how brotherhood is a weapon. Tough skin protect our wrists, teach girls and kids the foulness. Call them prophetess, a priest damn near nothing without it. More than rubies, cute and understanding when describing. Virtue loving, no lip from the daughters of Zion. Gold teeth, earrings, chains, and the rings. Precious metals, fabrics, emphatic stones, and everything. Trying to catch the slang, rewind what we rap and slang. Lost in parables, the scripture breakdowns terrible. Yasha Allah, Prince of the power, we are the Jews. God on earth, you can see it by watching all our moves. Man of war with hair wool, no idols, loving judgments. God of the Bible, the men above me shout, Hum Yasha, and all the warriors be like, Hum Yasha. Kingdoms ours, all the heathens forbidden. The chosen bow down to no one, it was written. The men above me shout, Hum Yasha, and all the warriors be like, Hum Yasha. Man of war with hair wool, no idols, loving judgments. God of the Bible, the men above me shout, Hum Yasha, and all the warriors be like, Hum Yasha. Kingdoms ours, all the heathens forbidden. The chosen bow down to no one, it was written. The men above me shout, Hum Yasha, and all the warriors be like, Hum Yasha.
Hey, listen, brothers and sisters, man. If you like what you hear, hit the subscribe button, man. Subscribe to this channel. And also, please, go to isupk.com and pay your tithe. Drop me some cash so we can move around this planet like we need to, man, and do the things we need to do.
They're one West. They're one West. They're one West. They're
UPK, we out here in Baltimore, you know what I mean? We're having an amazing food and clothing drive out here, feeding the people, clothing the people, you understand? Getting love from the brothers and sisters out here.
But that was my nigga. A minute, yo. Got my nigga Rewan with me. But that was my niggas, it'll be an honor. You know what I'm saying? Under commanding General. I love all of my niggas, that shit ain't gon' stop till we on top and we ballin', my nigga. We be fly as fuck, you know them bitches be stalking my niggas. That shit'll never change and it's the same with all my niggas. City to city, I should be at home, that's what my ribs say. But bitch, I'm grown, I'm in these streets and closed caption. Niggas know we bout that action. If a nigga play with me, then my hock, I'm gon' let him have it. Hey, think you the shit, this truth, this shit. Nigga play, I let that Ruger hit. Get on them tracks, they be like, who is this? I'm rude with it, ain't got no manners. All them pussy niggas talking shit, yeah, I know they can't stand us, but we UPK, Louisiana, bitch, that's what I'm rippin'. And my niggas solid number, real ones in my section. If you fuck that fucking job, I'm watching everybody work. Fuck that fucking job, that little pay by the hour. Yeah, fuck that fucking job, my back hurting and I'm hungry. Yeah, fuck that fucking job, nigga, I'm sober. Yeah, caught between the two, get this money, go home. Yeah, all these people so, and all these bitches, they messy. First day I came in, I bossed up on the bosses. And they promise nigga this, promise nigga that. Want my ass to work, then bring that paper back. Sean, where you been? I been taking the shit. Knowing damn well that I don't fucking sleep. Fuck that fucking job, we gon' be rich tomorrow. Fuck that fucking job, it ain't no more applying. Fuck that fucking job, boy, I'm sick and I'm tired. Fuck that fucking job, all that bitchin' and crying. And I'm saying, fuck that fucking job, nigga. Hey, fuck that fucking job, bitch. Fuck that fucking job, we gon' be rich tomorrow. Fuck that fucking job, it ain't no more applying. Fuck that fucking job, me and bro, we just posted. Look him in the eye, shake my head disappointed. We gotta visualize, summarize, execute. All these people dropping like fly, why the fuck we still here? Man, fuck that fucking job, when I pull up I hate it. Yeah, fuck that fucking job, that's on all of their faces. Fuck that fucking job, man, I'm already lit. Man, I hear one thing, boy, you bound to get hit. Man, the bills cross a nigga's brain. Damn, that's how you keep a nigga damn a slave. Damn, money supposed to be a tool. Damn, for a purpose, what's your purpose for? Fuck that fucking job, we gon' be rich tomorrow. Fuck that fucking job, it ain't no more applying. Fuck that fucking job, boy, I'm sick and I'm tired. Fuck that fucking job, all that bitchin' They want to do that shit. Go ahead, now.
Push up position.
Hey, listen, brothers and sisters, man. If you like what you hear, hit the subscribe button, man. Subscribe to this channel. And also, please, go to isubk.com and pay your tithe. Drop me some cash so we can move around this planet like we need to, man, and do the things we need to do.
They're one West. They're one West. They're one West.
A Palestinian committed a terrorist attack in America last night and is getting no news coverage.
As far as any structural,
I haven't been in yet. I just got here.
Yes, I did it on purpose. Of course I did it on purpose. You think I'm crazy? No, I am not. Because seriously, this is at least what I can do. Because I'm gonna kill myself if I don't do something with watching children genocide every freaking night. And we'll get up in morning, evening, just seeing people dying. Yes, of course. Because if I don't do anything, I'm gonna really have a heart attack sitting in my freaking chair. I can't. This is at least, I'm not hurting anyone. I'm just freaking getting my anger out. I can't. I'm gonna have a heart attack. Maybe, yeah. Maybe you should do something. Freaking country support the freaking Israel. The #1 country supporting the genocide. Maybe you have to do something about it. Stand up for the right side and really look at the freaking right freaking news. Maybe you should do this.
Yes, sir.
Get your information real quick.
Guys, I'm sorry.
This guy
I wish I
rents
could
out your
do
house?
more for my country.
These
But
are brothers in the
seriously,
building, brothers in the
I
school.
never heard of
Step up
God.
here, 'cause she's talking too loud.
We are not associated with the white Jews or the Caucasian Jews or none of that over there.
Free Palestine.
I'd like to see her face if I could.
Well, she's not letting me freaking fix my hijab, my cover. Free Palestine.
Hey, listen, brothers and sisters, man. If you like what you hear, hit the subscribe button, man. Subscribe to this channel. And also, please, go to isubk.com and pay your tithe. Drop me some cash so we can move around this planet like we need to, man, and do the things we need to do.
They're one West. They're one West. They're one West. They're
See, I was born to be a soldier. See, I was born to be a soldier. See, I was born to be a soldier. I was born to be a soldier. Hey, hey. See, I was born to be a soldier. I was born to be a soldier. See, I was born to be a soldier. See, I was born to be a soldier. See, I was born to be a soldier. I was born to be a soldier. See, I was born to be a soldier. See, I was born to be a soldier. Left, right, left. I can tell you what it feels like when them problems kicking in. I call it real life. Now I'm feeling trapped. Who can I trust? Second guessing everything. Who can I love? I I remember sleeping on the floor, ready for whatever. I was sleeping by the door. I was down bad, didn't want no one to know. I was on my own, didn't have nowhere to go. Everything I seen was a test. I was born to be a soldier, nothing less. This is the life that I chose. This the life that I chose. This the life that I chose. This the life that I chose. See, I was born to be a soldier. I was born to be a soldier. This is the life that I chose. See, I was born to be a soldier. I was born to be a soldier. See, I was born to be a soldier. I was born to be a soldier. This is the life that I chose. See, I was born to be a soldier. See, I was born to be a soldier. Left, right, left. All black is the uniform. Soldier dead and gone, I'm forever pouring liquor for him. Try me on my brothers, and I'll be moving bodies for him. Came up out the struggle and maintained through the storm. Niggas dying for dead presidents, fucking up their residence. White man dirty tricks, they call this shit politics. Vagabonds, and they some natural born lunatics. That what they is. They set you down when you speaking truth. It black boots when you in the truth. It black boots when you in the truth. This is the life that I chose, nigga. See, I was born to be a soldier. I was born to be a soldier. See, I was born to be a soldier. I was born to be a soldier. See, I was born to be a soldier. I was born to be a soldier. See, I was born to be a soldier. See, I was born to be a soldier. Left, right, left.
Hey, listen, brothers and sisters, man. If you like what you hear, hit the subscribe button, man. Subscribe to this channel. And also, please, go to isubk.com and pay your tithe. Drop me some cash so we can move around this planet like we need to, man, and do the things we need to do.
They're one West. They're one West. They're one West. They're
C'est là que c'est on
You muted, Cap. So like, y'all know what else? We here with it. We here, niggas. We here with it. Yeah, I mean, shut up the thumb. Holding it down. Black Watch Wednesday show 10 p.m. Wednesday. We here holding down Commander General Hannah, hardest working man in Israel, again giving us that platform, rock it out and dissect these stories and give Israel what they need to hear about it. Of course, you could catch the General every Monday at 9 p.m. live, on Monday night, right on the same channel, the Real General Yohana. We're going to be live every Monday night, breaking down everything, political, biblical, trending, not trending, however you want it. You know what I mean? He going to present it to you. You know what I mean? But for sure, we're gonna rock tonight, with it. And get things, rocking and popping how it should be. You know what I mean? So we hearing a whole lot about what's going on in this I can't even call it an empire no more. This like a bad stage show.
Yeah.
This thing here is like a bad stage show. You know what I mean? I can't even call it an empire no more. I don't get it.
Yeah, they're
I
behaving
definitely
reckless.
say again.
I said they're behaving reckless. Like
Yeah,
it's
yeah,
almost like they're not ashamed to be who they really are.
right,
They're not ashamed at all. Because
right.
right now they went. I think they just come out from the UN. UN had some emergency talk today, and it's only America that's standing with with that rogue country by itself. You know what I mean?
You
Seeing
need to
what's
stand
what.
with Israel.
Yeah,
Hmm.
they alone standing with them. The rest of countries, you know what I mean? They don't jump ship because they see what taking place. Like the pictures coming out is horrible. And the thing is, like, um, like you these countries one either get played into going down that road, and when the mark finally busts, they don't want to be associated with none of them images coming out. None. It's crazy. But as I said, the empire is crumbling, and I
Yeah.
really think is as it's, you know, what I mean, that I tell you, I always go back to that first show you did when you bring out the bricks.
The bricks. Yeah.
Yeah, this is to stop the bricks. This is to put that bricks, like to not so much stop it, but to knock it back like 20 years.
So they could compete with the shit.
Yeah.
They
So
want to
get
be able
ready.
to compete with that shit.
Yeah.
It's damn near like right now. I think they came out with the bricks thing a little too soon. Like, I think they played their hand a little too soon.
Yeah, they should have hide that in the background a little longer.
They should have hold that bricks like an uppercut. They should have nursed that motherfucker right back here.
Yeah.
Yeah. They played that card a little too soon. They you know they need some skills.
Yeah.
They ain't playing that poker too well. They need some poker skills with that thing.
Yeah.
I mean, so, but it's rough in the empire shit. I know we had some stories on the list, but shit, I'm hearing other stories coming out. So I know where you want to start. You know, I mean, we could definitely get
Man.
it.
And if you're talk with a young sister, with her celebrating, that to me that tough celebration.
Which one?
You know
is
what I mean? The track and field, the sister who ran track and field, and the father handed her a small canister of like an extinguisher, and she was pretending, you know what I mean, to out you know what I mean, the fire under her shoes. Yeah. Man, come on, man. What, you know what I mean? That's some, you know what I mean? That's some Israelite stuff there.
Is it on the list?
Yeah, it's on the list.
Okay, what number is it on?
I'll tell you what
15.
number it is,
15?
Yeah.
All right, we could definitely you could tie that one in, I think, with 7 or 8 with the trans athlete. We could since it's all athletics, you know what I mean, give it some energy, you know what I mean? So like who wanna grab it?
I got it right here, sir.
All right, that'll work. I'm you know what? Let me see if I could pull the video. In the meantime, so people would know exactly what we're talking about.
Go ahead, read, sir.
Yeah, as soon as you're ready.
Kawakan, sir. High school track star stripped of state title over celebration stunt that copied Olympic gold medalist. I would say reinstate her. A California high school track star's post-race celebration that paid homage to an Olympic gold medalist resulted in her disqualification and the stripping of her state championship title by outraged officials. North Salinas High School sophomore Clara Adams had just crossed the finish line as the winner in the 400 meters at Buchanan High in Clovis on Saturday, when the excited teen ran over to her father to celebrate. Her proud father, David, handed his daughter a fire extinguisher, and away from her competitors, she sprayed on her shoes as if they were on fire. However, the moment was quickly extinguished by California Interscholastic Federation officials, who viewed Adams' actions as unsportsmanlike and disqualified her. I don't know what. So
That's why. Now go ahead.
Kawakan. I don't know what's going through my mind right now, Adams told the Mercury News. I'm disappointed and I feel robbed. I am in shock. The officials yelled at me and told me, "We're not letting you on the podium." They took my moment away from me. That decision was handed down minutes before the young track star was about to run the 200 meters. But because she was disqualified for what was ruled an unsportsmanlike act, Adams was not allowed to run the race, where she was one of the favorites to win.
So Salakia. So they're just allowed to make up stuff on the spot for us. You know what I mean? That was nowhere in it.
I mean, I don't know what their rules is. I don't know what their rules is, because they be having all kind of rules that it's there that they don't enforce. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Like there's rules they have, like they don't enforce. Like Virginia, you all know the Virginia area. Virginia have a tint rule, and it's not for if you're a Virginia resident. It's once you're on Virginia's roads, they could pull you over for your tint. But it's a rule they don't enforce. They just use it to try to pull you over to see if anything else going on in the car. It's like the broken window theory.
Yeah.
So sometimes it be that, you know what I mean? But like you saying, like what the hell?
Mm.
Yeah. Every time I
no, go ahead, Cap. What Slacky?
Cap, you there?
Yeah, I'm back. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, go ahead.
No, I thought so. I was going.
Now, go ahead. Yes,
Salakia. When I see stuff like this, I always remember the West Indies. I mean, the cricket team, where they took away, you know, what I mean, certain things they couldn't do in the sport, like to express the aggressiveness of black men playing sport. They took that away from us. You know what I mean? Basically handicap us. And that's exactly what they, you know what I mean? They're trying to make us, you know what I mean, play within them realms. Man, you know what I mean? You all get faster. You all have to catch up. You know what I mean? Like they talk about unsportsmanship. That's ridiculous. And she went away from her from the athletes and them too. Like they're making a real big deal out of nothing. You know what I mean? Big deal out of nothing. So like
it's lucky for me.
You go ahead.
Yeah, and you know, it's just like, you know, when I was bringing out in the class earlier on too. So they wouldn't have no joy, but other than just taking that smile off your face. That is their joy. That is their joy. So when they do that, you know, right? They contented, the happy. So
Yeah.
I just want to add that.
No, you're right. You're absolutely right. Like this, like at this point, I think, you know, it's bad for the family. It's bad for the little girl's esteem, and I blame the Christian church.
Right.
Yeah.
I blame the Christian church because the history of athletics in this country, when it comes to black athletes, has always been harsh and cruel. You know, they called Serena Williams a monkey, a gorilla. Remember? They make references to her like if she was a man. Meanwhile, when Steffi Graf and Martina Navratilova was playing, two old tranny looking women, excuse me, I mean shit. Y'all give me a pass tonight. You look them up. You go look up Steffi Graf and Martina Navratilova. They look like Jim Carrey playing tennis.
Right.
Yeah.
And nobody said nothing about that. But because, you know, Serena was beating them, they have to go and attack her self-esteem. Forget the brothers on the podium in the Olympics with the fist. You know what I mean? Like I have a book that is called Sold Out, but it's spelled sold like SOUL. And it's talking about, you know, the strifes of the black athlete in America, and they talk about that Olympics, and you know, all the Olympians were supposed to put their fist in the air. and they started putting pressure on them at the last moment. That's why it's only them two who had the fist. But all the brothers and sisters who was on that in that Olympic team on that Olympic village, that was the plan. They talked about it before. It was a whole plan. So, and there's many more. You know, I can't reference everything, but to see this, right? And she's doing the celebration after, you know, another black athlete who was an extreme beast, a powerhouse, which is Maurice Green, right? Where he, you know, he's like, them shoes is on fire, so he took them off and they was out in the shoe. This is a junior track meet. You know, your white girls can't win anyway, and to do this to the girl is so, you know, it's disheartening, and it damn near should be expected. My issue with this is, you know what I mean? Say again?
No, I say Khan. When you finish, I have the rule they have here.
Come on. You know what I mean? But my issue with this is you see how she's crying on TV? You see that crying and she's so broken. You know, I can't blame the father for it. He done took her to track. He done, you know, she gave her discipline. He gave her so much discipline. She's on fire. She's beating everybody. She's a race favorite. She ran to him after the damn thing. So you know, and then in the press conference, she's sitting with him. So you don't know what's going on there already.
Right.
Yeah. This is what he's missing. He's supposed to go on that press conference and say, fuck them crackers.
That's it. Yeah.
He's supposed to say, fuck them. I'm gonna build a damn podium for her. I'll buy her that gold. She done beat them fair and square.
That's right.
Do everything after the race. She ain't did nothing before. Fuck them. You know what I mean? And she's supposed to sit there with us. This is what she has to sit there with. And it's something we have to learn. You see that pride, the hate that black people have, especially the tribe of Judah. They hate the pride that Judah has.
That's it.
See that pride of the music, the dancing, the flashiness. Listen, they hated what's his name? Deion Sanders, but they loved how much they hated him. Same thing with Mayweather. They loved to hate him. Yeah. You see that shit? In a moment like this, you had to put that pride on, boy. You had to sit there and say they couldn't beat me, so they had to get me out. You know, poor officials. You know, imagine being 40 years old, 45 years old, and you got to rob some young black person because we just too fly. Ain't that right, Daddy? She's supposed to go on TV and make them more angrier.
Right.
Yeah.
Not cry. Not cry. You can't do that. You cannot do that. You fast as shit, Gil. America is a small part of the world. You could go somewhere else. You're young. You could go declare for some other country and run in the Olympics. People do it all the goddamn time.
Yeah.
People do it all the time. You could go say, I trace my family back to Haiti. Go run for Haiti in the Olympics. Go beat everybody. Like this is where we had to be as a people. We cannot tie our love to this place no more. We can't do that shit. This place do something to offend us. You had to sit right there in the face of it and you had to belittle them. You can't cry. You can't say this broke my heart. This do nothing. Listen, I beat everybody that day, and my shoes is still on fire. See this fire extinguisher is right here, and whatever. You got to clown them officials. The Christian church done made what they did have a certain amount of power over this girl's life that it should not have. It should not have that type of power over the sister's life.
That's right.
So, like, if I may, sir,
please.
What you said is so heavy in that. Okay, here's the weird dichotomy in this whole thing. Like, and I remember you brought this out in the book, $40 Million Slave. This very spirit that's on us is the reason why people come to the damn sports events in the first place.
Right.
That's it.
This very thing that you are punishing her for is how you make your millions of dollars from these athletes, these black and Hispanic athletes. This very spirit is how you are able to make your money. And okay, it's like Esau hates the fact that he needs us. It's like he hates the fact that he has that we are so good and we're so great, and he has to rely on us to do that. And I'm watching this whole thing, it's so evil that, and I'm pretty sure most Judites and all the other tribes, but I know specifically the tribe of Judah, we always were taught growing up that you got to be 2 times better.
Yeah.
You got to 2 times better. Like that was just part of growing up in our household, that you couldn't be the same.
Right.
Like you know what I'm saying? Like growing up, you had to be 2 times better than everybody else. And on top of that, you have to be more humble than everybody else too. Like, come on, man. Like, we are the only people that put that type of that extinguishes our spirit in that manner, and it's not right. And I think a lot of black people would see this and would think that she's showboating, and they would agree with the officials because of the Christian church. When they don't understand, if this was a white girl, they would champion her character, they would champion her creativity, they would champion her gumption and her fighting spirit. The women movement would rally behind her. They would put her on the cover of Sports Illustrated, little girl, woman of the year. If this was a white woman, you would champion this. But because it's the children of Israel, you have to make sure that spirit of winning and being proud
It's crushed.
It's crushed.
Yep.
You understand? And this is something that it reminds me of just my entire life, being better than white people and everything. And I had to
That's
play
right.
humble.
Damn right.
I had to play humble, and knowing I was better than all these crackers. But I had to play humble. I thank the Lord for the UPK, because I'm better
That's
than white
right.
people.
That's
I'm
family. Yeah, Salake family.
Go ahead.
Yeah, and you know, because I just say that and it revived my spirit as well, to know that, as you say, is a champion in this society, and that champion being, you know, to the top of everybody, because far too long all of our oppressors think they were better than us. And again, to order to command the general that Most High and Christ keeping that spirit and that line straight down the pathway. So we know that we better than them. So no, I just watch out, as you say, the heathen in the face, and I already know that you ain't better than me. Don't feel you can come and talk down to us or talk down to me just so, because at the end of the day, I know to myself I was always better than you. Because why? The Most High God choose us to be a special people above all people, all nations, and the face of the earth. Yes, sir.
Right. Listen, if Captain, just say one thing, and they talk to us a certain way and treat us a certain way because they getting taught in the house they better than us.
That's it.
They teaching them in the house. Listen, don't be like them niggas. Don't be so and so. Don't be this way. Don't be that way. They getting taught that thing, brother, from young. They getting taught, so they're comfortable with it. They develop a certain comfort level with, you know, how they address us, how they deal with us, how they, you know, everything. You know what I mean? It's ridiculous. Cap, go ahead, Salaki.
No, what you're saying is so heavy too, because these things is, as I say, is to, okay, it's really to appease these white athletes, because they know their people. They know their people don't want to, they can't compete with us. So now for you to gloat on them is to make them feel inferior. And this is so that white people never feel inferior to black people. Never. Now, I just going to read the law, what I say here, right? CIF, California Interscholastic Federation, Sportsmanship Policies. CIF's Code of Conduct emphasizes respect, fairness, and integrity. It defines sportsmanship as the ability to accept victory without gloating and defeat without complaint, treating opponents with courtesy and respect. Unacceptable behaviors include berating opponents, using obscene gestures, and engaging in disrespectful conduct. Violation can result in penalties such as ejection from contests and suspension from subsequent games. And as I was saying, like what this sister did there, she ain't disrespect. No, who she disrespect?
Right.
You understand? Who should show some obscene gesture to, or use any obscene language? She just find a nice square by herself and celebrate. 2 sprays and that was it. And that is gloating. So you tell me, so how am I supposed to celebrate when I win something? Something I done, she done, you much hours she spent running.
Right.
You know how much hours she spent, you know what I mean, training.
In the weight room, vomiting. You know what I mean? That track and field
is
it's hard.
yeah.
It's hard to train for that shit.
No.
You know what I mean? She spent so much, like you're right, she spent so much hours vomiting, training, you know, legs hurt, arms hurt, getting up early, not eating certain shit. Like they wanted her to put a MAGA hat on her. If she had put a MAGA hat on, you see they got the red hat. If she put a MAGA hat on, it would have not even been an issue.
Yeah.
She put a MAGA hat on and say, yeah, make America great again, go Trump. It would have not been an issue. It wouldn't have been an issue.
Because
but again, go ahead, Salaki.
Because if you had to do that, then what this brother doing here, they should have do something about it.
What they're gonna say it's two different races. They're gonna say that's Olympics, and he's a bigger athlete, and the Olympics didn't do it. They're gonna come up and say it's two different races, two different states, whatever. But you know, this girl, she ain't fighting on a video in World Star.
Yeah,
she ain't shaking her ass on the internet. You get the point? You know, granted that the damn track uniform is, you know, is way too naked. But they really just wanted they hate that nigga pride. Keep your head down, nigga.
Yeah.
If I could, sir.
You fast, but you ain't that fast.
Right.
Go ahead.
And that's exactly it. What you just said there. You're fast, but you're not that fast, right? Esau has a way of always reminding black people, like, okay, we know you're talented more than us, but we control the game. And that's what that was about.
Yep.
No matter if you won, we control the game. We are in power. No matter how good you are, you always gonna know with a snap of a finger, I could take it all away. And that's what they did to her. I mean, they show her that they're still a dominant race, no matter how fast she is. It's like,
Yep. You're right up. You're absolutely right. You know what I mean? Y'all want to go hit that the transgender story real quick?
Kawakan.
I think it's in the same meet, right? Is this the one where they had the man running at the girls' meet?
It could be because it's in California too.
Yeah, I think it's the same meet where they were supposed to, you know, Trump come and say, you know, he don't want none of that transgender shit. Some old proud mother and that proud son, that's a son she got, you know, he going and enter into the women's race. I mean, yikes.
You could clearly see that as a man. You could clearly see that as a man.
You know what I mean? I think it's number 7 or number 8.
Gosh, I got it right here. Trump vows large-scale fines on California after trans athlete wins girls track and field championships. President Donald Trump vowed to impose large-scale fines on the state of California for allowing a biological male trans athlete to win multiple girls' states titles. A biological male competed in California.
I don't really
Girls state finals, no sweat, sir. Winning big, despite the fact that they were warned by me not to do so.
Trump said warned by me. He didn't say he was law, you know. He said, nigga, I said la.
Right.
I said it.
Right. As Governor Gavin Newsom fully understands, large-scale fines will be imposed, Trump wrote on Truth Social on Tuesday. The Office of California Attorney General Rob Bonta provided a statement to Fox News Digital addressing the U.S. Department of Justice, sending a letter warning of a June 9th deadline to amend its policies to bar trans athletes from girls' sports. That's the end of that. Oh, hold on. Sluggy. We're very concerned with the Trump administration's ongoing threats to California schools and remain committed to defending and upholding California laws and all additional laws which ensure the rights of students, including transgender students, to be free from discrimination and harassment. We are reviewing the letter and closely monitoring the Trump administration's actions in this space, the statement read. Trump's post comes days after trans athlete A.B. Hernandez took first place in the state's girls high jump and triple jump and second place in the long jump. Trump sent a warning to California Governor Gavin Newsom.
Hold on. Read the placings again.
Kawakan, first place in the state's girls high jump and triple jump, and second place in the long jump.
So hold on. You come second. You need to be beat with a stick, man. What kind of performance is that? You can't beat a girl. Like I thought he was a man. I thought what the hell is this shit?
It's a lock.
Go ahead.
So I want to get this straight. According to the article, she still get to keep her titles.
It gonna be hard to get anything straight with this shit. I think this one is way too bent.
That's what I'm trying to see. I'm trying to see because the previous story, the sister got stripped of her titles, but the transgender get to keep his title.
Right.
Like so, I think we can see who's being treated more unfair.
Exactly. And make it to the podium. Remember that they told the sister she can't go on the podium to receive her her medal. Like this broad is on the podium. Look at that. Like this here is on the podium. This man, he on the podium.
Right.
But this sister who smoke everybody, she's a woman, born a woman, smoke everybody. You ain't disqualify her.
Exactly.
It's ridiculous, sir.
Exactly. Like that's showing you right there. Speaking of fire extinguisher, like the scripture said, don't quench the spirit.
Right.
Like a lot of these youth, they got that zeal, and that a champion. The champion is a champion no matter where you put him or her.
That's right.
Whether they on top of a mountain or in the valley. The scriptures show you that a champion is a champion. And the thing is, like you said, Captain Shaw, we got to stop putting, like, once again, you have the title, you have the birthright, it's in your bloodline. A medal don't, a medal is, it's the veneer, but everybody knows who's the best. And you gotta have that type of bravado or that type of, attitude when you step out wherever you go, whether they don't even want you on the stage. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? You got to be able, you got to control the narrative with these devils. If nobody, if I'm not the best, then who is? Bring them. You know what I'm saying? If everybody see you beat them, the disrespectful part is the speed. The speed is disrespectful alone. But you know what I'm saying, to put the icing on the cake and to do all, like you said, if that was Caitlin Clark, it wouldn't be a problem.
Yeah.
If it was Caitlin Clark, and how do we know that? We seen it. We seen that thing that happened with Caitlin Clark, how she was, disrespectful or taunting the rest of the teams, and then Angel Reese did it, and then that right there is really what put the fuel behind women's sports as far as basketball again. That racial tension. That's what really put the fuel behind it, because when Angel Reese got in her face and then start touching the ring finger, the championship ring finger, and start saying put a ring on it, and got all in her face, white people was upset. They was like, how could she do that? Who does she think she is? And that right there, that racial dynamic of power of who's the champion, that right there sparked the whole thing of women's sports again, in as far as college sports, and leading to the WNBA. So you never underestimate the race card, the gender card. They're being treated just fine. They get to get on there and get to stand up on the podium and so forth. But you never underestimate the race card. This right here, they're talking about this was unsportsmanlike. No, it wouldn't. It wasn't unsportsmanlike when Caitlin Clark did it. This was unsportsmanlike because a black woman did it and won. That's the difference. That's the difference. You know what I'm saying? So those type that dynamic in sports, and remember, sports is simulated warfare. Never forget that. Commander Junior Hunter said that before. You look at that movie once again. They don't want you just to play sports. You have to be entertaining as well. You don't just look at that movie, The Gladiator. When that guy told him, he said, you got to make the crowd love you. Don't just kill him. How you kill him? is what's gonna make the crowd. You win the crowd, you win your freedom. So like I yield.
Yep. Like I totally forgot about that one. This one here. I totally forgot about that. I remember when it happened, brother. When it was absolutely like, yo, what the fuck is the problem?
Exactly.
It was literally like, what the hell is the issue? She ain't do nothing wrong. The girl did the same gesture. And let's be real about it. These oppressors have been copying everything from us all the time.
Yeah.
So let's not just make it stop at sports and a gesture. Everything, the interest in sports is because of us. Sports, sports and that type of physical activity was deemed for lesser, the lesser human or the one who couldn't think.
Yeah.
We make that look fly. There's another video, I think it might be on the DC page, where this sister said how we have revolutionized poverty. Like we've made poverty look like something fly to the point where these oppressors and these heathens don't come from the background we come from or the oppression we come from, but they create the fetish of wanting to be from the hood or wanted to be in the struggle or the prison life or the gangster rap or rap, making songs about a struggle where they fabricate things. And somehow they think now they can identify with black people. And she was like, we as a people, we so special, we've revolutionized poverty in their eyes when we just try to make the best of what we have. But to them is like, damn, look at them. We still a spectacle anyway, which is, it's such a heavy point. Like there's brothers in the prison making fashion design out of the prison garments and the bed sheets and the
That's right.
Straight up fashion. Fly shit.
That's right.
Straight up and down fly shit. Like this is not, we are a totally special people. We are special people unto the Lord. Unto the Lord. And listen, from that whole thing with the fire extinguisher, don't be surprised when them sports brands do that as a commercial.
Right.
They'll put that in a commercial like what they did with Saquon Barkley. Remember, he did that thing where he jumped backwards over the damn football player. The next week, they put the move in Madden. They talked to the coders and they put it in Madden. And now he on the cover of Madden. And the brother had to remind me tonight in the class that the next day after he did the move, they drug tested him.
Yeah.
The very next day, they drug tested him.
Yep.
The very next day, they drug tested this brother for that move. And it's crazy. Anybody drug tested Peyton Manning and Eli Manning and all them, white quarterback, them lily white quarterbacks.
Right.
And they're on all the drugs in the world with all the back problems and hip problems. They're on all the drugs.
That's right. It's a locket cap, like you said.
But
if it wasn't for them, if it wasn't for all them enhancement drugs they taking, boy, you know what I'm saying? They wouldn't even. They can't compete with that.
Yeah, well, bad.
They have to get that. Once again, you half man, half amazing. They can't really deal with you on the field of athletics or just on the field of competition. Anyway, if there's an equal footing, especially if you training. Once again, like I said, I just the short time I was play sports and things, just seeing what brothers do, just off the rip, like cats and AAU and things like that. They're doing things that it continue just to amaze you of what we can do and the caliber that we can reach. Just doing things in the gym, you know what I'm saying? Doing things in the field, you know what I'm saying? And what they do. I mean, one video, one brother threw the football and he ended up catching the football. He threw the football in the air and he ended up catching. It was a video, went viral. Young brother, he had that much speed, and he was able to mark where he was throwing it, threw it up high, and was able to catch it on the dime. You know what I'm saying? Like these are things. Once again, these are things that how it just more emphasis on who we are as a people.
That's right.
Like you said, no matter what categories, fashion, food, clothing, sports, education. It's just like, once again, we have everything we need. But like you said, Captain Shock, they beat our spirit down. They said to our body, as the scriptures say, bow. They said to our spirit, our soul, bow down that we may go over.
Yeah.
Us bowing down, them breaking our spirit or channeling our spirit is a way for them to get to the next millennium. It's a way for them, for Elon to get to Mars. It is the pathway. If you don't bow down, they cannot progress. So like I yield.
That's right.
No, you absolutely right with that.
That's right.
And them performance enhancing drugs, right? Like when they make the drugs, they got to have like a point they want to reach. You know what I mean? Like you remember in school when you're making them airplanes, the little paper planes. You go outside and you throw that thing in the air because you like, if I bend the wing like this or make it a bigger wing, it's gonna stay in the air longer.
Yep.
You have a child, you have a point you're trying to achieve. What if the point they're trying to achieve with these PEDs, when you perform on enhancing drugs, is to run like a black man and a black woman? Imagine if that's actually the genetic, the scientific goal. The goal here is to, be perform like them. I'm sure that's going to come out in about 15 years maybe.
Meshach, you might be a prophet, because if a white man is to win that 100 meters, brother, whoever made them drugs, they're gonna be the next billionaire. You know what I mean?
That's right.
Yep.
On the planet.
Right. And so, like, can I say one thing, Cap? And that's how you know. Once again, this world hate perfection. This world, this rulership, it hates perfection. How do you know? It crucified our king.
Yeah.
Sure.
This world don't want perfection. Perfection proves too much that there's a God. That God is real. That's the problem. When the Lord wanted, that's why the Bible says the Lord chose you above all people. When He want to show out, He choose you.
That's right.
When He want to make an example in the earth, who does He choose? You.
Right.
Daughter of Zion. You know what I'm saying? The Prince of the Power, Israel. That's who we choose. So this world don't want this world, because perfection, once again, you are the standard, like Captain Meshach said. Like, okay, when you think of the best, who's the best? Everybody know it. Every race knows it. The East Indians know it.
Right.
The Arabs know it. Every race knows when it comes to who's the best. When you put us in a category with them, they know who the best is. They know. Make no mistake. They act like they don't know, but they know. You should have said. I remember when Simone Biles stepped in there. When she stepped, when they showed the camera, when she stepped in that gymnasium, the look on them devils' face, them young girls that was competing, they looked at her like she was a goddess. I saw it. They stepped back when she got on the mat. They looked at all the heads turned like, that's her. She's here. That's how they looked at her, because she had defied. She did a move that I mean, like one of y'all brought it out. It's a move that she did that no other athlete could do.
Yep.
In her field.
Oh, that's the bonnets on the bonnet.
That's like the cheat code. That's like that's like you put in on a PlayStation. You put in a cheat code, and the Lord then encoded it in you in real life.
I know what I feel like. I know what I feel like. I used to know a man who knew another man, and that man used to just take advantage of that one brother with that cheat code out. I know a long time. In a way, I kind of understand how they feel. Like it's like, what the F is going on? No, but it's so true. Like, okay, even today, I was watching this. I was watching because they're going into the football. The football that we used to. They're going into the international season where they're starting to prepare for the World Cup again, and they have these cameras on this Brazilian camp because they're saying this is might be the last year for this one particular player to be this great, and he used to play in France and Spain, and he went back to Brazil to kind of go back to his roots to get prepared for the World Cup because he's older now. I think he's in his 30s, which is kind of past prime. So Come to find out, brother, they put one of them cameras on his chest that sticks on him for the whole game. And it's like, you know, well, what's the reason for this? And they say they started tracking him in training, and they want to track his movements in the game, but not the GPS. Because you know they have a GPS movement they do where they put a GPS monitor on your either on your chest or on your footwear.
Yeah.
He said this one is so you could visually see what he sees, how he looks, what he's looking at when he moves. Because they say the way how he moves is like a genius level understanding, and they want to show that to their academy. They say this is something you can really teach. Don't you know some big club in Spain offer them $1.something million for all the footage?
Good night.
And this is a nigger from the barrio in Brazil.
Yeah.
You understand? Like the shit a man will do naturally from the Holy Spirit, because you know, in battle they'll be like, well, the Lord is with that dude.
That's right.
Look how he moving. The shit we do naturally, they break it down to a science and try to teach it. We not the same.
That's right.
They try to teach that thing, you know, the different steps Iverson and Kobe then would do. Then you go in one of their coaching camps, they put cones, because they don't watch Kobe 10 times and see he take 2 steps here. And then he fake right and go left. Meanwhile, this nigga doing it off of the spirit of it.
Yeah.
Exactly. Another one like that. But we not the same.
Cap, so can I say one thing? What you saying is so right, because they can put the cones there, but you can't simulate the height, the weight, the wingspan of a man. See, that's one thing. That's once again, when you gifted, it's just there.
Yeah.
Like it just, I remember one time I was looking at Shaquille O'Neal's old video when he was first in high school. And the reporter said, "What's your secret? How do you know when to catch the ball? How do you know when to like?" They was trying to figure out how are you able to get these rebounds and be able to know when the shot go up, where the percentage of where the ball was. They started breaking it down in percentages. He said, "Well, my secret is just rebounding and just catching the ball." But it's natural. I'm sure it's the same thing with football. You know, so what we call them here soccer.
Yeah.
They have them brothers. They be looking like either a magnet in the shoe with the ball, because the ball just go wherever. You know what I'm saying? They go. And then so you can't. It's certain things, and even Esau had said this with certain coaches, like with Randy Moss when he was in high school.
Right.
He was so good. They said they had to label him a freak of nature. They said that they said, well, there's some things you just can't teach.
Yeah, that's it.
You can't. These people been coaching 20, 30 years. They said, I've seen it all, but I've never seen this at this age with this young boy. I never seen it. And what he's doing, you can't teach. You can't teach that route. You can't teach him how to spin off and how to know when to catch it and how to, you know, the coordination, the hand-eye foot coordination. You can't teach that. That is God-given.
That's right.
That's right.
That's right. And Cap, let me go one further with it. It's God-given, and you can't teach it to them, but we pick up on it.
Yeah.
And we pick up on it without anybody teaching us. Like a brother playing the same sport, like iron sharpen iron. You watch what this dude doing. Even feel like the basketball is contact, so you might have a shoulder, man. You turn your back, you post up, whatever. He'll feel the shift in the weight. He'll see which side is the strong side. He'll see how you're laying the ball to the glass, and he'll pick up on it and improve it. And we see it in generations. Like one generation, this man doing this, then this, and next generation, a nigga do that plus something else. And ain't nobody sit up and teach him. He's watching it, but we the same people. We have the capacity for that. And brother, this is something, just like you can't teach us really to be a murderer like them, a bloodthirsty murderer. Like a brother would be like, man, there's kids in there, I can't do it.
That's right.
You can't teach them to be like us, to have that brotherhood, to have that salt, to have that flavor, to have that style. You can't teach that, to have that compassion. You can't teach that to them.
Yeah,
you could try, but you ain't gonna be able to do it.
Yeah, I think just crack it. You're crack it there. Crack the code there. that whole sport, that whole sporting world is DEI for them white people. You understand? Like they for sure, if they let black people play, ain't no white people be playing sports.
Right.
And they know it. But it's because they have the money, the funds. They have to allow a Peyton Manning. You telling me they ain't no better quarterback than Peyton Manning and them? There are tons of them out there. Tons of them out there. Tons of them black men out there. Like we, you know what I mean? We shine in any sport you put us in. You put us on ice, we gonna shine. There's a brother who was doing that skating. I don't know what the hell, what type of skating that's
snowboarding.
Yeah, the snowboarding.
He's from North Carolina.
And the stuff he doing on that, them white boys cannot do it. They cannot do it. You understand? Like anything you put us in, we're gonna just outshine them. You know what I mean? That's why I always tell people, if they let Judah play soccer, they throw a ball in the hood and let them brothers play, America go win the World Cup. But they will never do it because that's the sport they deem for them white boys and them. You understand? That's what they try to funnel all the white boys to do, to go play soccer. You know what I mean? And then, of course, you have the Mexicans and them coming up, playing with them also, too. I'm telling you, you let them men alone, you'll see the difference. You know what I mean?
It ain't going to be like that for much longer, no cap, because, all the basketball players is buying clubs in England. LeBron owns part of Liverpool.
Yeah.
All of them is investing in those clubs. So it's not going to be long before, it's going to be how basketball is in the hood for the tribe of Judah. That football is definitely going to make it there. And then this is another thing, just not to harp on the sports thing too long. We are better at them at their positions. It's just when we grow, the coaches move us and make us play something we don't want to play.
That's it. Yeah.
But just for the love of the sport, a brother will go along with it. But a coach will move you so, Connor could play. So Connor could have that spot. And you see it all over the place. And that's why that girl got disqualified, because they want Brittany to have a shot. And, so you can't have a showboat in Trump's, America. Trump's America, she can't showboat. You know what I mean? Listen, training to have a pride that supersedes the white man's accolades.
That's right.
You know what I mean? Go ahead, Cap Salaki.
Hey, Shalom, Malkin. Yo, Shakatum. Just a real quick plug. Don't forget, June 8th. June 8th is the closing of the Feast of Fresh Fruits. Okay, it starts at 7 p.m. all time zone. 7 p.m. all time zone. Just wanted to plug that at this. That way you know. Now you know. Can I? I know we're gonna move past the story, but one other thing. Benjamin and that bobsledding. That sport in in the Olympics. You know what I mean?
Right.
It's like these Jamaican brothers, right? For those who don't know, it's Benjamin. Come out of Jamaica and beat them at their own game in bobsledding. You know what I mean? Come on.
Yep. With no snow.
Yep.
That's right.
Yep.
Like, it's crazy. It's crazy, man. Like, we really got to take our spirit out of this place. We got to come out of this place. That girl is heartbroken. We really have to train this next generation. The white man give you something, take it. But don't hang your heart on his acknowledgement. Fuck all of that shit. Your acknowledgement come from your people. What does your people say about you after? And boy, if she went in that press conference and act like Marshawn Lynch.
That's right.
You remember when Marshawn Lynch was up there? I'm only here because I don't get fined. Oh boy, that was cool.
Come on,
Cap. I'll watch you all for the rest of the interview.
Yep.
Salaki Cap. They better hope they never signed us as an agent, because I'm gonna be like Don King on the right hand. I'm gonna be like Don King on the right hand side. I'm gonna come in. I'm gonna have the smoke. I'm gonna have the smoke off the stage, because they're gonna say, "What the hell is the smoke?" I said, "Woo!" I said, "How them?" I said, "Okay, all right, let's get started. What you got?" Man, listen, it'd be hell, boy. They better hope the UPK don't get a hold of these champions out here.
That's right.
And be able to write the script and be able to deal with the press. You better hope they don't make us the agent, because it's gonna be hell on these devils. So like,
It ain't gonna show me any money in that day. Yeah.
And Cap, could you imagine the statement it would have made too? Okay, this is another part where the church has failed us, where I want to know who, okay, since she was disqualified, who was second and third that got bumped up to first, second, and third? I would like to see who it was. And if it was sisters, imagine if those sisters said, you know, they went and said, we don't want the damn medals. You're like, imagine if they say, we're not going up on the podium to accept anything. She won. And for y'all to now put us in a place that she rightfully got, we're not accepting it. Like the level of solidarity that's the thing too that they try to stamp out, where it's like they know that if we can come together with anything, it's a wrap. It's like not only are we great, we see the greatness in everything we do, but we lack the brotherhood that comes with solidifying and making a difference when it means something. Like if all the sisters that ran just said, you know, well, we ain't going on the podium. You disqualify her for something that you shouldn't have disqualified her. We don't want the damn medal. You know, give it to the white people you wanted to give it to that was in 6th, 7th, and 8th place. You know, it would make a statement all across the nation where other black kids and black people that play sports, it would put some in their chests. It's like, oh damn, like that's heavier than a medal. Like that's next. That's like the picture at the damn Olympics. That's the face up at the Olympics. You understand? Those cowards that backed out at the last minute, we don't even know their names.
Right.
You understand? But we recognize and remember that iconic photo, and we remember the names of the brothers that decided to have solidarity for something greater than a damn sport. You know, so that's what we got to understand. Salagi.
Now, listen, because I think for sure, brother, like, you done hit something on the head there. And again, it goes to our education. Because, like, okay, we just showed the race. It's definitely sisters who ran in behind her. Like, them white girls came in like 7th and 8th. So, really, yeah, they didn't finish the race. I'll let it play so you could see it. But really, you know, what you say in there, Kazak, is what should happen because of we way more conscious now. Listen, that brother Carmelo Anthony, he defend himself against that Austin dude. And white people get behind him. Get behind the dead man, the aggressor. You understand? Like, we had to train our people. Like, all the parents in that meet should have known each other. And that's what segregation protects. Segregation would have made all them parents have to come in through that back gate, and the children, we'd have to erect a tent for the kids to change in. And who bringing the drinks? Who bringing the hot dogs? Because the white people we'd have been able to talk. And some shit like this happen. You say, she ain't get no medal. We all ain't getting no medal. And walk out. Like that there, what you say, because like it's so right, and it gives confidence. Like she would have gained the whole family. She wouldn't have been crying over no damn medal. Gain the whole family. Like that day is golden. That's a real heavy pointer. Like they should have just walked the hell out and say, listen, she ain't getting none. You know, it's okay. We ain't want none. We'll have our own race next time. In fact, we'll have our meet.
That's right, Cap.
We're not coming here. You know what I mean? How about this? You disqualify me. We'll never hire you to officiate nothing again. Nothing. Like we had to be able to turn the thing. And only the UPK, brother. You get to learn to wire to the generals, Commander Johnny Hanna, all the generals, and the captains, man, for teaching and showing men how to war.
That's right.
Like the Lord give you a brain, eyes, a mouth, 2 hands, and somehow we never think, what about let me just turn this on them? They tell us this in the cartoons all the time. Ain't no fun when the rabbit have the gun.
That's right.
You disqualify me. What's your name, official? Okay, everybody. This official is McGillicuddy, Francisco. Yeah, this is the fool who disqualified me. Y'all having a meet in California? Do not hire him ever again. He's racist, and he just hates the fact that I'm faster than everybody and I worked harder than he ever worked in his life. And walk off.
So Cap, so
come on, please, Salakia.
No, what you saying is so right. That's what you saying. See, that's what once again, that's the knowledge and wisdom that UPK provides. What you just heard Cap Bashak bring out.
That's right.
Controlling the narrative. okay, which one is more important, the speed or the medal? Because if the fastest one don't get the medal, then the medal is devalued. The goal ain't the goal no more. Like that right there, you have to drive it. You have to drive it through. You can't like once again, you got to strike while the iron's hot. Since we talking about extinguishing,
right?
When they get this, okay, well, yeah, well, how you feel, man? Listen, that medal don't mean nothing because it didn't go to the champion.
Right.
You can't take you can take the medal, but you can't take my speed.
Right.
It's gonna be a hot summer. It's gonna be a hot summer, y'all. Y'all stay tuned.
Listen, Doc, I'm gonna be on a mission. I'm going tonight to look for job openings for a sports agent, Doc. I'm gonna send you the links, sir. You gotta get on a job, Doc. If not the sports manager, the PR person. So when they show up, they see that Mitri and the bandana with Levi on there.
Oh my
goodness. They don't start talking. They say, "Oh shit, he's here." Listen, interview her when he go to the bathroom. The minute he go to the bathroom, talk to her.
Look, hey Cap, look. Look, they talking about theatrics. It'll be way worse. They're like, man, I had a track already lit with gas, like the line when they like it. After that motherfucker hit it, I strike the match. It be looking like what's the Hunger Games? Remember that bitch on the Hunger Games? Yeah. This nigga hit it, turn the track meet into a goddamn, you know what I'm saying? Show.
I'm trying to tell you that because that point to make there about devaluing the medal. That's the truth.
Yeah.
At this point, it's not about speed. It's just who you want to win.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So and that there, understanding at that level, and of course, this oppressor don't starve us down and deprive us of so much that we get so much self-gratification from these sports. Thinking on that level, that person who's second that's now first got to feel cheated. And it should be easier to say, I don't want this medal, like what Kazak was saying. You know what I mean? It would be easy. You know what should have happened to Kazak? They should all go on the podium and don't get on first place.
Yeah.
Oh, that's cold.
Right. Get second and third.
That's cold.
And when she get the gold medal, lay it on the first block.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Lay it on the first block and say her name, have a shirt there, say her name, something. Like we gotta start to get like that, boy. We gotta start to get like that and come together. And it's happening. It's happening slowly but surely. It's happening. You know what I mean? Yeah. If you're too wobbly, we can move on, get a few more stories before we run on.
If I could, I just want to say, if they ever did that, you already know the gameplay. If they would have done that, they would have went and found all the Negroes in the church to come and say, "Nah, we can't do that." I mean, that's a cheat code. Yeah. The church is the white man's cheat code. Whenever you start to come together, they know who to go to get to break it apart and say, "Nah, this is not right."
Yep.
I already see the play.
They're not coming there with Jamal glowing legs Bryant. And all the glowing legs of every official over there. I see you putting that cocoa butter on that. What is that? This thing is glistening. It's glistening. Oh boy. Now you're right. Which is why we had to lead our church, brother. Come in here and learn to war, learn how to go up against your people, and learn how to not get your self-esteem from the oppressor.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Someone disqualify you or tell you something, then that should be water off your back, man. You should hold how you feel when black people say something about you, the way you hold when white people feel something about you. That's how the whole thing, the roles need to be reversed. You know what I mean? It should be that all our validity should come from our people.
Yeah, that's right.
And that's an old school saying, like how Muhammad Ali would say, you know, he would stay in the neighborhood. You know, I can't go back to my people and after I do something like this. It has to be like that. You have to have a social accountability and responsibility. And that's what the UPK gives. The UPK gives that thing where the nation is a witness to everything you do. And the nation goes, hey, that ain't us. Or, man, Mosiah in Christ, that was Tawab. Sis, that ain't how we roll. Oh, shit, goddamn, sis, you represented well. Like, it has to be like that, man. It has to be like that. And the church is teaching against it. You know what I mean? Where you all want to go next? You want to go to the drug addict? Let's get the drug addict from South Africa. The South African dope fiend. Where we are? Let me see if I get a good picture of him with the ketamine. What the hell is ketamine?
Man, I tend to sit that way to get them animals out. Them horse and thing to put them out.
So okay, listen. I'm telling you, this Diddy case is making me look, way deeper into all these, celebrities and powerful people are. Imagine what you trying to forget that you taking ketamine. Just think about what you do when you done leave the White House, and you're going in the safety of your $1 million mansion, where you could make things disappear off of Twitter and whatever else. You could fly out whoever.
Right.
What is you trying to forget by taking this horse tranquilizer or whatever the hell it is?
It says cut. It says this associative anesthesia. So this dude right here getting high, basically anesthesia.
It says what is
Damn.
disassociative?
Yes, sir.
Wow.
Anesthesia. So he just want to function like an airhead,
And okay, I believe that disassociative is like a psychiatric or psychological term where you kind of withdraw from what's going on currently.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
if I may,
go ahead, please.
What I'm seeing for the medical use is used in surgeries to induce unconsciousness and pain relief. Often used for emergency situations or pain management and depression.
Also, too, sir, if I may, what Captain Ice brought out is what I have too here on the DEA website. But also, ketamine was normally used with those white boys using college parties for the date rape drug. It's one of those date rape drugs where the whole thing where you got to hide your drink. You got to put a napkin over your party when you go to white parties. That's the ketamine. You muted, Cap.
So, that's why I say the disassociative part, because there's in psychology some called dissociative disorder.
Yeah,
it's a factor or a symptom in depression, and oftentimes they say it's a root of it where without the drug, because of some trauma or some shit in your life, you will unplug. You there, but you're not there. You off somewhere else in your head. You've whatever stage the shit happened at in your life, like you may have lost a loved one or went through some kind of traumatic experience. Let's say it happened when you was 24. You might be 35, but you're 24. The last 10 years have been a blur. You disassociate from the shit. So now, if there's a drug that could put you in that type of fucking reality or a type of realm, you ain't going under no surgery. What is you trying to disassociate from, Elon?
Right.
Like what is so heavy on your mind?
You can see why he want to get to Mars, Captain. he want to galactic high.
He gonna be back of Mars.
He stays the fuck out.
He gonna be chopping up the crack in the back on the dark side of Mars.
Damn.
Occupy Mars. We probably don't know that Mars might be the name of some strain of ketamine. Mars, that might be code word.
That's right.
Like
and that's just shit. What Commander and Hannah been saying too. That's proof. Esau works well on them drugs, but brother, you take them drugs, you're not going to be him.
Yeah.
You're gonna be in Saint Elizabeth.
Yep.
You know what I mean?
Yep. You
Like
gonna
that
be
is crazy.
you
He
gonna
ain't
be
just
So lucky, go ahead.
yeah. No, and the thing is, he's not just taking that drug alone.
That's
I
right.
think there's other drugs that they're associating it with. Like he is getting high. You know what I mean? They said he was on that so much that it used to mess with the way he urinates. You know what I mean? That's how crazy that is. You know what I mean?
They say he also
Now
take mushrooms with it.
You see? Like that's
Yeah,
crazy.
look at that.
God
That's
damn.
some good shit. He ain't got that. That's some good shit. Look
He just blasted
at
off and
that.
everything.
Yeah, bro.
The eyebrow him on.
Oh my gosh, now listen, like you saying, Esau could do that and run off 500 people. But you know, they give Kanye West some drugs. He lost it. He lost the whole plot because we ain't built to house them demons out. Like they knew, they say he was on this thing daily. And shit, who knows if this is alleged or this is just to make him look bad because he came up against Trump and that big bill. Remember last week we talked about it. He was talking against the bill, and now this week they find out, okay, well, he's done. He's not going to advise no more, and all of a sudden he's a drug addict. You're all drug addicts.
Right.
You all know where the best hit is. You all got the best chemicals in the world. You're all drug addicts.
I'm right.
Okay.
It's a lock it. That actor Matthew Perry, he had got unalived because of that ketamine. It was a woman out there in Hollywood, or known in those circles as the ketamine queen. And she was, was getting all that ketamine and stuff down to a lot of them actors and stuff, and come to find out that she got arrested because it was her operation was linked to his unaliving. So, and it's just so heavy because, now, that's it right there. You know what I'm saying? Matthew Perry, you know what I'm saying? Unalived because of the ketamine, you know what I'm saying? So, like, it's just so heavy when you look at how this society is fun. And remember, these people, they have government passes. They have access to top secret information, information that's going to affect the American people, quote unquote. You know what I'm saying? And you have a drug addict that's operating. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it's man, it's hell, man. Like once again, the Lord is showing us, man, like we can't be not to be like these people.
Right.
Don't be like these people, man, because you could imagine how his life is gonna end. It's not gonna end good. You know what I'm saying? If he on them drugs like that, like you said, that ketamine, like I said, that's some powerful stuff, man. Like, what is it that, like you said, what is it that you got SpaceX, you got X, you formerly known as Twitter,
Right?
You got Doge, you got all these things, and you still can't function. You still not a functional human being. They didn't drug test you before they gave you that you know what I'm saying, that a clearance.
Right.
But once again, it's showing the difference between us and them. You know what I'm saying? The Lord don't care about how much power they got. He's showing you who the emperor has no clothes. He's showing you who he is publicly. You know what I'm saying? Publicly. So, Salaki, I yield, sir.
It's like, are they going to show that video of him are you going to show that video? I'm just asking me. Are you going to show that video of him like doing like this?
I'm looking for it. What was it? Let me look again for it. What did you type in for it?
No, I'm not. I thought you was going to present it right here.
Okay, I'm gonna look for it. I'm gonna look for it again because I tried to find it before, but I wasn't seeing. There's one where he's in the black hat, the MAGA hat, in the Oval Office, and he is all over the place and
he glitching
thing with the mouth and All that needed to happen was the glow sticks and the ounce music.
The way they said that he was bobbing like that, like you ever play Mortal Kombat when you about to finish him, you know how they do like that. That's how they said he was in the Oval Office like that.
Man,
Like,
I'm
God
gonna
damn.
look.
So, like if I may, well,
Good.
Captain Kahan, what you said is so heavy. It sounds like to me, like I had a clearance with the government, and the process is damn near what's the word I'm looking for? And it's very invasive. They go
Right.
10 years back. They calling everybody you knew. They meeting up with them, having meetings with old girlfriends, and
Mm-hmm.
it's very invasive to get a clearance at a certain level.
Yep.
And drug testing, forget about it. You understand? Some companies, defense contractors, do hair drug testing where they
Mm-hmm.
don't. They want to see how far back. You understand? You've been
Damn.
clean. You
Yeah.
understand? So for him to get this job and he's an addict lets me know that Elon Musk is a DEI hire.
Yep.
Yeah.
He's a DEI hire. There's
Yep.
no other way he could have got this damn job
Yep.
outside of him being a DEI hire. You were hired. You were put there
Yeah.
because you knew somebody. You weren't qualified. Like, are you serious? You are
Yo.
in the Oval Office, and this is you. Like, you look like you should be on Kensington and Allegheny. If somebody were to take this video,
Yo.
stitch it. Put
Yo,
him right on the
stitch
corner of
on,
Kensington
man.
and Allegheny. It would look so natural. Like he's a Philadelphia fiend.
Damn.
The Kensington feet. God damn. Look at
And
her.
he didn't even want nobody said, let me get a makeup, let me get somebody to put something over the eye. He just like they ain't even try to make him look normal.
Yeah.
Like this just go to show you, man. Like this is the state of affairs. You want to talk about the State of the Union? The State of the Union, you looking at it right here. You looking at it, man. And Lord knows. And really, let me tell you something. Another thing too. When you have that much power, your vices can be a threat to national security.
Come on.
You can't be when you a person of power or a person of authority, you can't have vices like that and be in charge over government affairs and things like that. You gonna compromise the national security of the nation.
Yeah.
If you look at it like that, because if somebody had, let's say if Russia, quote unquote, has some top grade ketamine.
Some uranium enriched ketamine.
Come on, some uranium. That's right.
Nuclear ketamine.
Come on. Let's say that Russia end up getting some of the Ukrainian ketamine and stuff like that, or getting some high grade stuff and say, man, you ain't never had. You gonna get this from Putin though. He gonna spill all the secrets, everything, man. Once again, his vices, man, the vices that he having because he have so much money. Lord no, and he mixing it with mushrooms. You know the mushrooms ain't no joke.
Yep.
The mushrooms is. I remember being in college. Them Esau and the mushroom. I don't know. They grow them a certain way too. They order them things a certain way. Them thing there. Listen, I'm telling you, he on a whole trip, and it ain't a power trip that he on. Like Cap Marsh said, he said it probably in his hardness. He said, I got to get to Mars. Mars.
Look at his eyes. He looking for the spots and shit.
Right.
You know the twinkles and shit.
It's ridiculous.
Look at that shit.
So like,
this is what I want to know. Was he cutting all that money to go get high? Like that was now I see that's some crackhead movements at. Like a crackhead, come in there, take your microwave away. You need your microwave. You take your lamp away. You need your lamp. And he started strip shit down. Like that's what Doge was. Like he was really moving like a crackhead. He was taking shit away that people needed because what you needed to get high. Maybe that's what Trump put him there for. Like, listen, the more money you take, the more ketamine we could buy. And he just starts slashing and cutting. Because look at him. And you want to talk about efficiency. And now you speak up against your boss. It's a wrap.
Yo, if I may, Cap, like looking at that little video clip, the way he got his lips, he looked like he had a little cocaine. Like look at them lips. He looked like he had a little cocaine with that shit right there. Look at that.
Damn
God
right. All
damn.
16.
I'm on a highway to heaven.
Yes, sir.
I'm on a highway to heaven.
Hold on.
Yes, sir.
Ain't nobody say the camera over here, Elon.
They
Look
giving
here.
you a whole new meaning to those and shit. God damn. Look at that.
I believe ICE need to come and pick him up and drop him back in South Africa.
Listen,
Yep.
so he gonna say, listen, I'll give $5 if you can take me to the drug block, to the next door box. But now you're right, Doc. That's who needs to be deported. That's who needs to
It's
be.
a lot.
Yeah,
No,
please
no.
go ahead.
I was good. Was it you, Captain Gun, that made a comment about him, calling him a South African booty scratcher? Was it you?
Oh no, it was somebody else. I think it was
It was
another brother.
somebody else, man. I read that. That was funny to me. I thought it was you, though. Salaki.
Yeah, it's wild like that.
Yeah.
Like it's going on, man. Like we really had to watch. Like this place is falling and falling quick and falling faster.
Yeah,
they turning again. You know that cabinet, they ain't all sold on that tax bill.
Right.
I think he said they want to pass it by is it July 6th or something like that? Or maybe it's June. Too sure.
In July, sir.
It could be July, but they say his own Republican people, they're not all down with the shit.
Right.
Yeah.
Not all down with the shit. I think Musk was the first one to defect, and they say that Rand Paul, he's speaking up against the shit. Trump come out and say Rand, he wasn't that smart anyway. He's had a bad talk. Anybody who coming up against him, before long, it's gonna be Marco. Trump is. He's gonna start to just destroy his whole team because that's what they're built to do. Just fight and kill and destroy each other.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. That's why I kind of got to like what they're doing in a way where they're trying to deport us, get us out of the country. So once that happen, like who you going to turn and fight? They're gonna fight each other. They're going to fight each other. You know what I mean? And black people, Hispanics, and First Nation people, just step back and watch. Don't do anything. They are going to fight each other. You know what I mean? If they don't, they're going to war with Iran. They're going to war with Russia. You know what I mean? They have to fight something. They're looking for something to fight. You know what I mean? Because who knows if they're holding out because they want to go to war with Iran. Because Trump don't want to do it. Trump about making money.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? He about making money, and you know what I mean? And his money is not in wars. You know what I mean? But them Republicans, they, you know what I mean, they're full out trying to, you know what I mean, start a war. You know what I mean? So who knows what the hell they're doing in the behind closed doors. Salaki, I yield.
Yeah. Elon, wherever you on, brother. Elon rock into his own beat. He hearing music. Elon probably dancing quarters at the gas station. People don't even know. He's probably doing all kind of unscrupulous activity over this drug problem he can't control. That's probably why they really had to get rid of him. He probably in there getting blasted in the Oval bathroom. Go ahead.
And with all the infighting, what's going to happen next is leaks. That's what comes next with that. You know what I'm saying? With being that MAGA's starting to implode, and you got some that's loyal to Trump and some that's loyal to other factions. You know what I'm saying? You still got people listening to Steve Bannon. You know what I'm saying, and so forth. So you got people that they ain't always all right. They're not all. Some of them they starting to drift, and when you have drifters like that, what happened is you have starting to have leaks.
Yeah,
that's what goes on with that situation. You know what I'm saying? But they know who the leaks are as well. But that's starting to happen more and more and more, and they trying to undermine them. You know what I'm saying? They trying to undermine this movie. It's gonna happen because with Elon pulling away, and then you have all these different exchanges going. They're gonna start to leak things about ICE. Well, stuff gonna come out about that. Stuff gonna come out about the bill and all that. Some of the Republicans, they were just told to vote for the bill and they didn't even read it. One of them, they went to have a town hall somewhere. My eye was somewhere, It was one of them white states, and the person they said, "Did you read the bill?" Because the people in the crowd read. Somehow they got a hold to the bill, and they was testing the person. Said, "I didn't read it. I didn't know that was in the." And the crowd erupted.
Brother, some of them
Yeah,
congressional
yeah.
hearings, I think it was something before. It wasn't this bill. And the same sister who talk about the big broad back something, she questioning one of them devil's ark. And there's an aide talking to him, like an intern, who had to
Right.
come flip through the bill and say it's on this, and you're hearing her on the mic. It's on 46 line section C. It's on 46 some section C. Every question they throw at him, this person because he ain't no shit.
That's right.
Getting briefed on something like it's crazy. I'm really waiting to see if he gonna make the rest of the year because it's looking like it's starting to fall apart for him already.
Exactly.
And looking like it's starting to fall. And these senators and these representatives, they're not Democrat and they're not Black Christian. You piss them off, they're gonna call their friend up in them Colorado mountains. They're gonna call their friends down there and out in the wide plains of Oklahoma. And somebody gonna just commit to just going to jail. I'm telling you, that's how they operate.
That's right.
They'll get somebody who ready to throw their life away and just go sit in the cell for the cause. Like he better really watch himself. You know what I mean? And they better keep an eye on Elon because somebody gonna pull Elon in the closet and say, "Listen, I'll give you some of these drugs. Tell me these secrets."
That's right.
Tell me what's really going on. Or Elon might just start tweeting. He might go on a whole tweeting rampage and just break everything down. Him and Kanye gonna become friends. Nigga,
He already called it. He called it an abomination from what the tweet said.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he going
he
off
blew.
on that. He going all the way off on the bill.
If I may, Captain, you said when you mentioned leak, right? I remember today earlier. I'm watching, for news clips, and you know what leaked out? The CEO, who's the CEO of APAC, whatever his name is, what they call him on the hot mic, saying that it's the Israelis that control the U.S. government.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's
Dang.
they call. Yep.
That's heavy. That's heavy, Cap.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's basically that. It's definitely that for sure. It's basically that.
Yeah, and that's what I say too. That's what I say. More than likely, that ain't getting passed until he hit the button on Iran. If he hit the button on Iran, that bill might just somehow pass.
They might all come together and say it's a minority bill, and they're all minorities.
Yeah.
So vote for it. You know what I mean? So where you wanna get? You wanna get that iron deposit? Let's get the iron deposit and a few more. There's a couple more in there. I know there's some the Colorado one. We ain't touch on Boulder.
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean? We ain't touch on Boulder. Boulder, I think, is the first four of them. 1 through 4.
That's the one where they deported that brother. Not that brother. He a heathen. They deported his whole family. Then the ones that Egyptian national.
Yeah, did they deport the family or they just wrongs them up?
I think they round. Somebody said they were
They're in the ice.
by Tuesday or something, huh?
They wrong them though.
They put they put them in there where they can't bully nobody else. You know what I mean? Well, listen, and they put them in there where they're gonna take their frustration out on Israel. Like they that who needs to be an ice, man, not our people.
That's right.
That's who needs to be there, man. That tape from Virginia with the Arab from Fairfax, who was he get trained from special forces.
Yeah,
brother, that video there is just proof to us that this is not our rest. He said everything he wanted to say to them cops, and they did nothing. Nothing. Yeah. They treated him like that, damn near like they was his therapist. You having a bad day? Let's talk about it. Talk to me. That nigga said, talk to this 9, 45.
Yeah.
Nigga pull up like John Wick. Rap, shoot here, and then looking at the camera. He was shooting a goddamn movie up in that car.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Where we at? We want to
So like
go ahead.
So like I said, I got the Boulder, Colorado one.
Yeah, let's rock with that.
Come, sir. 12 burned in Boulder attack. Suspect charged with federal hate crime. The man accused of setting 12 people aflame at a pro-Israel protest here has been charged with a federal hate crime after telling investigators he wanted to kill all Zionist people and wished all of them were dead, according to an FBI affidavit released Monday. Mohammed Sabri Solomon, 45, is accused of attacking the weekly Run for Their Lives demonstration on Sunday with a makeshift flamethrower and firebombs while shouting "Free Palestine." The
Wow.
victims, ages 52 to 88, suffered injuries ranging from serious to minor. A total of 12 people were burned in the incident. Boulder Police Chief Stephen Redfern said in a news conference on Monday, authorities previously said there were 8 victims, but 4 more came forward. Redfern announced. Solomon was unrepentant, telling authorities he learned about the demonstration from an online search and wanted to keep them from taking over our land, Palestine. According to the affidavit, it says Solomon told investigators he planned the attack for a year and waited for his daughter to graduate before executing it. Solomon was taken into custody at the scene. He appeared in court on Monday, where a judge set bond at $10 million, according to Shannon Carbone, a spokesperson for the Boulder County District Attorney's Office. Solomon.
So he, boy, and somehow ICE is kicking in our doors, man.
Concept. If I can read this part right here, so they go right into what you just said.
Go ahead.
The Department of Justice has swiftly charged the illegal alien perpetrator of this heinous attack with a federal hate crime and will hold him accountable to the fullest extent of the law.
That's crazy. That's crazy, man. All them resources you put into, scaring the hell out of Issachar and Zebulon and Asher and Naphtali. But meanwhile, he gets to get his children through school and plan a whole terrorist attack. Meanwhile, Asher and them ain't doing nothing but working for you and making your restaurants shine and making your clothes shine and taking care of, your construction sites and being your police officers and, you being extremely harsh and cruel. But this man gets to benefit from your racism towards us to the point where he sits and plots on lighting people afire and a specific group of people.
Yeah, that is what getting me, Cap. That is what getting me. Like I don't know, but I might be a conspiracy theorist. What I call them conspiracy what?
Conspiracy theorist.
Yeah, because boy, that is so convenient when they, unaliving babies and women across there. That this one man, right? He seemed like, he seemed like he was drunk. He seemed like as if,
Let me save you. Let me help you out before you go further. Let me stop you right there, Cap.
Yeah. Tawada.
This one man is a nut, a murdering nut, and deserves to be under the jail like any murdering nut. I ain't even comparing none of that shit out. And I'm gonna tell you why. I'm not comparing it, one to another. Like I see what you're saying, like the hypocrisy.
No, okay. Not so much the hypocrisy, but it's more so like we've been having things done to us, since we've been here. But there's no rule, no law. Like, for example, this is comparable to what happened to them brothers, Kapash and them. You understand? But they didn't put it on that level.
Yeah.
Why they didn't put it on that level? You understand? Like they're doing this, they're putting this on this level as cover. You know what I mean? I think, me personally, I think they set the joint up. Yeah, I
Yeah.
mean,
I would
I
put
just
it
need.
past them.
Yeah,
I
I
would
mean,
not put it past them. I would not put it past them at all.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean, I would not put it past them because I think this is the second Boulder event. Remember last
Mm-hmm.
year there was
Mm-hmm.
a mass shooting in Boulder the morning of some marathon.
mm-hmm.
It was in the same city, Boulder, Colorado.
Yeah.
So, and I think it was along the same lines. I believe it was along the same lines. I'm too sure anybody could look it up. But I see exactly what you're saying for sure. You know what I mean? It could be a setup. It could be part of the thing. It could be part
Mm-hmm.
of you over there, putting a ton of babies in the ground, but you
Mm-hmm.
have this one man as massive hate crime and all of that.
Because Salaki,
Mm.
the protest was for them to stop the war. These people who were protesting was protesting against what Israel doing so they could get the loved ones out. They're protesting to get the hostages out, right?
Out
Then
from where?
from Gaza. So
Right. Well,
they want ceasefire. They
yeah, but
want
ain't nobody gonna look at it like that.
no, and that's what I'm saying. I was going to draw the comparison to DC. Remember in DC, they
Mhm.
just had these two unaliving.
Yeah.
So you tell me they had no security, they had no type of security. They just walking around doing what?
Yeah,
It's
I know
too
what you mean.
convenient,
And I
right?
see what you're saying. I see exactly what you're saying. Because shortly after that DC thing, I think they say every synagogue in the country was on lockdown.
Right.
So
Yeah.
now you having a Jewish march with mostly older people.
Right.
Yeah.
The security is not tight.
Mm.
You know what I
So
mean? That ice pickup might have been the evacuation. When that ice come for his family, that might have been the evacuation protocol.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean, go ahead, Con.
Con, if I could, and I think one of them people that got unalived by this was a Holocaust survivor.
Yeah.
I think they brought out.
Yep.
So like once again, that war is starting to spill over into this country more and
Mhm.
more. You see in the uptick, like you said, DC, then now Colorado. So now they most of these, and if you look at a picture of that guy, you wouldn't even think he was an Egyptian national.
Nope.
He looked like one of them redneck, one of them white, got his shirt off. I don't
Yep.
know what, his hair looked kind of funny and got black. Like he looked strange, looked weird. You don't even have a
Like
Palestinian,
a
no, nothing. He don't nothing
bubble.
about him look Arab. He looked, like he one of them,
Mhm.
Budweiser commercials or something. I don't know.
Like his name is Bubba or something like that.
Right. It looked
Get her
weird.
done.
Yeah,
Mhm.
what I'm saying. He made a makeshift flamethrower. I don't know what he got some kind of alcohol or something in there, and he sprayed on the people and set them on fire, man. I mean, like, but once again, these people they gonna start to come up with all kind of ways to weaponize different things, man. And that's why the Bible say that we got to beware. We walk up on the battlements of the city. You know what I'm saying? These cities is like don't think that you just walking in a regular city. It's a battlement. It's things that's going on. It's invisible lines there. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? And I remember, I never forget. I told we was I was talking to shout out to ISUPK Atlanta down there. They was showing some solidarity with our Ishikite brothers and our Latino brothers down there that was protesting against ICE. They just come out there to show some support and so forth. But I noticed them Palestinians and them Arabs and all them, they kept trying to get themselves in the mix and try to change from talking about that to talking about the Palestinians and all that. That's not our fight, brothers and sisters.
Right.
That's they fight. You know what I'm saying? Like we got our own fight. We got our own, you know what I'm saying? The ghetto is our Gaza Strip. You know
Yep.
what I'm saying? They let these heathens, they gonna do what they gonna do.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? They gonna get it on and you gotta get back out the way. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And they doing this and they gonna start attacking and trust and believe they coordinating these types of attacks, man, that's going on. You know what I'm saying? So it's gonna break down the social structure and the lines of battle lines are being drawn all over here already because they can't even have a pro-Palestinian protest and a pro-Israeli protest in the same block. They're gonna fight.
Yeah.
They're gonna get into it. You know what I'm saying? They can't even have them in the same city, really, because they're gonna find a way to meet each other and they go clash. Why?
Yeah.
Because there's so much blood being spilled, man. You know what I'm saying? And the government can't stop it. You know what I'm saying? So what are we supposed to do? We supposed to measure the times, like the scriptures say. We're supposed to see what time it is. The Lord is letting us know time is, the old people say down south, time is winding up. You know what I'm saying? We getting ready, the Lord is getting ready to close the curtains on this place called America, aka Babylon the Great. You know what I'm saying? So that's what we gotta really be getting ourselves ready for, start preparing ourselves spiritually. You know what I'm saying? So I just want to add that, Cap. So like I yield.
Nah, you're so right. You break that thing all the way down with it. It's like two things happening in one. As they fighting and battling, we get in the queue to start a circle up. We get in the queue to start to form up and get together. So you're right. You know what I mean? So they have him in custody. He had $10 million bail. And they put his family in ICE. So in other words, nobody to negotiate the bail on his behalf outside.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Nobody to do it. And they probably put them there also for protection for their sake. You know what I mean? Because something could happen to them on the outside. These oppressors here, bro. But like you're saying, it could be a whole cold stage show.
And Salakia too. That woman that was supposed to get a woman who did that to the school and round up a whole family.
Of course.
And put them in a detention center too.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And remember, I went on, I look this joint up, right? Where they're starting to bring it up more now, right? It's a bill they've been trying to pass since 2024. You understand? I don't know if I could read it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, please.
It's called Project Esther. It is a policy initiative launched by the Heritage Foundation in October 2024, aimed at countering anti-Semitism. However, it has garnered significant controversy due to its strategies and underlying intentions, right? So the major points of the Project Esther: one, targeting pro-Palestinian advocacies, legal and legal and immigration measures. 3, influence on education for surveillance and censorship, and 5, political targeting. They say the criticism and concern is 1, suppression of free speech, lack of focus on right-wing anti-Semitism, exploitation of Jewish fears, and potential for authoritarian overreach. You know what I mean? So this place here, you know what I mean? And that whole thing, I don't know if you remember that video from 60 Minutes where they said that the earth is their stage and they're the one that creating everything. You understand? Everything like that, like the Black Lives Matter, like all them, you know what I mean? Everything you think is, you know what I mean, is for Black people. It's almost like you had to really question what the hell going on in this place.
That's right.
You know what I mean? You had to question it, you know what I mean? Not saying, I mean, what I saying is the truth, but sure, you had to question the shit.
That's right. So Cap, what you saying is so right. That's why the Bible said we walk by faith, not by sight. You can't believe everything you see out here. Don't believe the hype. You know what I'm saying? That, like I said, these devils, they crafty. You know what I'm saying? Look at how they tried to destroy the school. They tried to destroy the Israelite school UPK. But thanks be to the Lord for Commander General Yohana for holding it down.
That's right.
They've been wanting to destroy this truth.
Yeah.
But the Lord always reserved men that haven't bowed their knee to Baal. You know what I'm saying? That right there, like what you saying, Cap, is so heavy. This world is they state. That once again, the earth is given into the hand of the wicked.
Yeah.
So they out here doing different things. But see, this is the thing about stage acting when you deal with the devil. An actor always forget their lines.
That's it.
That's the difference. Somehow they always go off script if they pretending. And that's what's about to happen with this devil.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? Like you wanted to question the UPK. Well, guess what? The devil is going to tell you. He's gonna get off script and tell you he's the devil. It's gonna happen. And then what you gonna say? And it's happening slowly but surely. Even these news people, they saying where the international affairs is spilling over, they becoming local. Imagine that. We got the internet.
Right.
We can hop on the internet and we could be talking to somebody in China right now.
Exactly.
The world is connected now.
Yeah.
I can know what's going on in a small province in Taiwan right now just by the internet. So how can you think that these terroristic acts are not going to come over, not going to spill over into another country? They call them in those manifestos soft targets or low-hanging fruit.
That's it.
So now somebody said, I'm going to take up the cause of Taiwan. I'm going to go over here and do this in America. I'm going to take up the cause of this country and do this. And that's what you're going to start to see. You like that. That's a regular farmer's market, a regular Asian farmer. There's somebody come over there and do that because they have a beef in back home in their other country. And they're going to use it to prove their point. They're going to have I did this for this. That's where we are now in the geopolitics of America now. That's where we are.
Awesome.
This is the new normal. So if you brothers and sisters out there, that's why we tell you to get counsel. Take heed of where you're going. Take heed of what you participating in, because death is right there. Everybody don't love everybody. Somebody got a beef with that person. I don't give a damn if they goddamn hippies. Somebody got a problem with them. Okay, I don't give a damn if it's the flower children. Somebody got a problem with them. You better know where those lines are drawn at. You better get in contact with ISUPK.
That's right.
So like I yield.
Now you're right, Colin, because and it's been like that for a while. Like I remember some years ago, it could be about 10 years ago, in the UK there was a soldier called Lee Rigsby, right? Lee Rigby. He was a soldier guard in some government building, I believe. And this Hamite who is into Islam, I'm trying to get a good picture of it that won't get flagged. This Hamite who is into Islam, brother, came to London, went up to the soldier, knocked him down, pulled out a meat cleaver. I'm talking about the butcher knife, not the knife, the square one.
Yeah, the chopper.
And attempt to open the soldier's chest to take his heart out. And he said, I'm doing this because of everything you've done in my country since I was a little boy. He went on a rant. He didn't care. He stuck around for the police and everything. And I ain't gonna pull the picture. I can't find no blurred out one, but you could look up Lee Rigsby attack. And it's a Hamite with his hands, soaked in blood. And the meat cleaver, blood dripping off his hands. And this is what's going on with these empires. So, in a way, I see why they want to lock the zone down, but we ain't got nothing to do with that.
Yeah, that's right.
We ain't got nothing to do with all that crazy nonsense that happening. Like that, like you abusing the wrong people, and because your ire is turned towards us, because all your anger and your wrath, and you get satisfied by seeing some Latino brother and sister cry their eyes out. Because you get satisfied with that, these heathens are going to plague your empire more and more.
That's it.
That's a video today, brother. I damn near, brother, I was almost this close to tears, brother. This Latino couple, brother, the husband, I believe he's legal, or he got his papers. The wife is working on her shit. She went to the court to get approved. And they already know they was going to drop the case. They call ICE outside the court to stand by, knowing her case going to be dropped, so she going to be out of status. They're going to drop her whole case. And ICE was waiting there to pick her up. And the brother is, pleading, like, I have 6 daughters, they're home, they're waiting. And they arrest their sister. And as they go in to put her in the wagon, there's a child on the entrance to the wagon with his hands out, like blocking. And as they're loading her, and you're hearing children screaming in the wagon, brother, it damn near took my spirit out. I had to damn put the phone down, brother. And these traumas we got to eat every single day and still function as normal as society. Like they, imagine they would start deporting these Arabs and rounding their families up like that. You know, these Arabs will start blowing shit up all over the place.
Yeah.
Start fighting back. They'll start driving cars into buildings. They'll be doing all kind of crazy shit. They're doing this to us because we are not like them.
Yeah.
That's why they're doing it to us the way they're doing it to us. So let you know, let Satan play, man. Let them horsemen run wild. Let them deal with what they had to deal with them empire, man. We're gonna build this thing, we're gonna teach and build and pray and ask the Lord for that power, man. But what they do and what they're violating them Latino tribes for no goddamn reason now.
Yeah.
And every arrest they're making is not in some drug den.
Exactly.
Yeah.
All arrest is at work.
That's right.
If that's the case, you got to arrest the owner of Walmart. You got to arrest the owner of Home Depot. You got to arrest the owner of whoever is on the construction site because goddamn, you arresting working people. It's this is going to be too much. Like, listen, I see what Ezra was like, pleading with the angel, like, yo, this is too much. This is too, brother. That video, anybody who really want to understand what's going on, whether you hear them children screaming from inside that wagon, is going to do something to you.
It's a lot
of absolutely ridiculous to watch. Go ahead, please.
Now, what you saying is so right, Cap. I think about that scripture where you said with Ezra's boy. That's what you just dropped right there. Is, man, it puts us the words jump off the page, Cap. Because when you see what's going on to our brothers, and listen, not just the ones that have that's not undocumented, but even the ones that are documented.
Right.
We are targeting it's racial targeting our Latino brothers at a massive, and they have quotas now. They were yelling in the Oval Office about that you're not getting enough of them. You got so, like, once again, they starting to just mass deportation, trying to round up, destroying families. A lot of them were set to graduate this week. You know what I'm saying? A lot of them got deported before they able to see their children graduate.
Right.
All these different things, man. Like, this right here is evil on a high level. But the Bible said the cry of Jerusalem is gone up, and the Lord hearing it. Just how he heard it in Egypt. The Lord heard. The Lord told, he said, I heard the cry of Israel.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, the Lord, he didn't, okay, I didn't heard it. All right, now I'm about to step in. I'm about to bring the hammer down now. And listen, and when the table turn, because the table always do turn, boy, they not going to be able to handle what the Lord give them. And you bet not shed a tear.
Exactly.
Tears that you shed better be for your own.
That's right.
You better not shed a tear, because what the Lord is getting, we can't even imagine how the Lord gonna deal with them. We can't even imagine. You know what I'm saying? But the Lord is gonna punish them for coming. And it's so bad now, shifting over, just a little bit, just sidebar. The devil over there in Puerto Rico trying to kill off the frogs. But they don't like the frogs over there. The frog that's indigenous to the island, you can't go nowhere and have peace with these people.
Nope.
Right.
You just can't do it, because they have a death wish with just destroying and just disrupting everybody and calling it good politics. You know what I'm saying? Calling it this is making America. You destroying, and like you said, Cap, they ain't arresting these CEOs of these companies. Where to find it? If you gonna go on construction sites and lock all these brothers up, why you ain't going in management? There ain't nobody saying that. Why you ain't they don't get no fine? You ain't arresting them, but you want to arrest hard-working brothers. You're not raiding no drug houses. These brothers and sisters are working. They're working, honorable and respectable people, and you're terrorizing them, and you're doing it through state-sponsored terrorism. You want to talk about terrorism? That's state-sponsored. It's like goddamn stormtroopers that way they be coming on these streets. Some of these, I see some of these, man, they pull up, they hop out. It's like stormtroopers.
Yeah.
Some of these projects, man, and some of these work sites, they hop out, man. They coming through the gate like stormtroopers, man. Like the goddamn Gestapo. That's how bad it done got. But once again, time is short. They trying to do all this, but they're running out of time.
That's it.
They can't they got a plan for this for America 2.0, but they don't. This is the thing, they don't have enough time. God is gonna cut the time short. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna cut the time short before they can do what they want to do. And boy, when he cut, and we all know when that sand went out of that hourglass, it don't matter where you at in your kingdom. When the Lord said that's it, that's it.
That's it.
It don't matter how much power you got, how much new technology, how strong, how much your budget is, what you have. When the Lord say your time is up, your time is up. And that's what He's gonna do. And they're gonna be weeping and gnashing of teeth, like the scriptures say.
Yep.
So like I yield.
Yep. Where we going? We could get you want to get the iron deposit in Australia.
Yeah. Yes, sir.
We wrap after. You know what I mean? But just for those of you who don't know, you could look it up, but that's probably the cleanest picture I found. This is 2 Hamites. And you see the one on the left, they blow his hand out. You see how red his hand is?
Yeah.
That ain't paint talk. That's blood. And it's 2 of them. Two of them. Michael Abijolaho and Michael Abibowale. But yet still, they will seek to deport us. Remember, James Cameron said, I ain't gonna give you reparations, but I give you $2 million to build a jail.
Yeah.
But these Hamites, you know, they get to run all over. These heathens, they get to run all over. So you're seeing it in these empires where they'll take advantage of us. But meanwhile, them heathens, they you know what I mean?
Come.
Yeah. You know what I mean? Supreme 666 says, I'm Hispanic and it does affect me, even though I am not undocumented. And I'm sick and tired of hearing Christians talk this God Jesus loves everyone garbage. It's so evil to say that white man can't be saved. You're damn right. Damn right. You're absolutely right. You know what I mean? And it's going to affect you whether you're documented, undocumented, or not. You're Israelite. Just like the Lord's gifts, like we was talking earlier with the track and field, how that's damn near in us and it's interchangeable. Damn near, it's damn near like just being around each other. It rubs off. The gifts rub off. Like we share them traumas too.
Yeah,
we share them traumas too. You know, seeing so many people. You know, when them young brothers and young sisters getting killed in the streets, so many people see it as their son or their daughter or their brother or their sister, even though. You know what I mean? And the John Muhammad always brought it out. Like we talk about slavery and say they did that to us. You know, that's how we talk. And the dead. And the people who did it to is dead. But if we share it, we talk about it like we lived it because for us, we actually do live it.
That's right.
We actually do suffer from it. We actually do experience these things. So, you know, that's natural for an Israelite. You know what I mean? Where we at? Who had the last one?
I got it right here, sir.
All right, to what up, priest?
Khan. Geologists reveal world's biggest iron deposit worth $6 trillion, set to impact global economy. A massive iron ore deposit has been uncovered deep in Western Australia, with unexpected implications for global markets and geology. This find challenges long-held scientific beliefs and could shift the balance of the mining industry. Excuse me. In a remote part of Western Australia, geologists have uncovered a mineral deposit of staggering size, one that promises to rewrite not only the map of global iron production, but also our understanding of Earth's geological history. The Hammersley region, already known for its rich mineral resources, now hosts what scientists say is the largest iron ore deposit ever recorded, containing roughly 55 billion metric tons of ore with iron concentrations exceeding 60%. This massive find, valued at nearly $6 trillion, marks a significant moment for the global mining industry. Dr. Liam Courtney Davis, a geologist at Curtin University, who has been closely involved in the research published in the journal Proceedings of the National Academy of Sciences, described the discovery as a fundamental shift for the entire mining sector. The size and quality of the deposit could influence international iron prices and reshape trade relations, particularly between Australia and major iron consumers such as China, a vast resource in the heart of the Pilbara. The deposit lies in the Pilbara region, a vast arid expanse in Western Australia, long celebrated as one of the world's richest mineral provinces. Hammersley iron ore has been mined for decades, but recent advances in technology and analysis led to this unprecedented discovery. The area's geological formations have revealed evidence of iron accumulation far beyond previous estimates.
So, listen. So basically, they've been hiding this damn thing until Trump come with the damn tariff. And you ain't telling me as greedy as the white man is. He just discovering this. Like y'all know this was there all the time. Y'all know this was there, just like the trillion cubic feet of gas they found in Trinidad the other day, and the oil, all the billion cubic feet they found oil in Jamaica. All of a sudden, Jamaica got a ton of oil. I think they always know these things is there, and they, it's like we'll hold it. We have the rights to excavate and extract it, but we'll hold it until it's necessary. And with all this tariffs and shit going on now, as they say, this $6 trillion deposit, this could change the global the whole global climate economically. You know what I mean? Like these oppressors, who the hell knows? All these seismic readings and geologists report. They'll release it and say, yeah, we just find this, when they've been sitting on that forever. They've been sitting on that thing forever, waiting for a time to use it.
Yep.
You know what I mean? Waiting for that time to use that thing. All of a sudden, yeah, we found iron somewhere else. Them tariffs didn't mean nothing, Trumpy. We'll get the iron somewhere else.
That's right.
Yeah. And it's good to see them fight against each other like that on that level. You know what I mean? They like to, talk about us. You know what I mean? But when Esau ready to get down, you know what I mean, we're gonna see that we ain't even close to the blood they're about to have on their hands. You know what I mean? We're not even close to them.
Yeah, man.
And we being oppressed.
Yep.
You know what I mean?
Yep. I think Ash, you wanted to play that video? Because we probably just get played. We have a few minutes and then we rock afterwards. Cap, you wanted it?
Yeah. It was just this. I don't know if y'all seen it, but it's just some news that came out today. You can play that video because it talks about what
Okay, let's get here.
Ties to the University of Michigan. All right, now to two Chinese nationals with ties to the University of Michigan facing federal charges, accused of smuggling a dangerous biological agent through Detroit Metro Airport.
33-year-old Yin Ching Jian and her boyfriend Ji Young Lu are charged with conspiracy, smuggling, making false statements to investigators, and visa fraud.
Here's why this could have been such a big
Hold on.
deal. Federal prosecutors.
Visa fraud. The immigration again.
Mm-hmm.
Nobody can talk about this thing.
Yeah.
Oh, how it's not? How is these Chinese is somebody, whatever.
we're the bad guys, Captain.
Yeah, exactly. We always the bad guys. Our faces is all over the place. Show them Ching's face, man.
Yeah.
Let me see if I was on a flight with them to Detroit.
A potential agro-terrorism weapon that could be used for targeting crops like wheat, barley, corn, and rice.
7 News Detroit reporter Faraz Javed was in federal court and has more.
On Tuesday, 33-year-old Unching Jian made her initial appearance at the federal courthouse in downtown Detroit, right behind me, in front of Magistrate Judge Kimberly Altman. Jian, a postdoc research fellow at the University of Michigan from China, has been charged with smuggling a biological pathogen that has been described as a potential agricultural terrorism weapon.
that is kind of scary. You kind of just don't understand why something like this would happen.
U of M students Camilla Webb and Tanvi Dega are trying to wrap their heads around how it all happened. This 25-page federal complaint outlines how the alleged crime transpired at Detroit Metro Airport on July 27, 2024. U.S. Customs and Border Protection officers detained Jian's 34-year-old boyfriend, Zhongyang Liu, also a Chinese national, for carrying Fusarium graminearum, a plant-based pathogen. The complaint describes this fungus as capable of producing mycotoxins that adversely affects crops, humans, and animals, causing billions of dollars in economic losses globally each year. During the investigation, Leo initially denied possessing the pathogen, but later admitted to bringing it into the country for research at the University of Michigan, where Jian worked in the lab.
It's kind of shocking that our resources are being used for something like this.
A joint investigation by the FBI and CBP reviewed electronic communications between Leo and Jian. Evidence showed discussions on shipping biological materials and research activities at the lab prior to Leo's arrival. Additionally, electronic records indicate Jian's involvement in previous smuggling activities.
I would have never expected something like that to happen at our school.
That's I just pause in there. She does never expected nothing because in the movies, the Chinese man is so honorable.
Yeah.
So honorable, yes, sir, master. And then they always so, you know, so family oriented. They had to avenge their brother. Abbott. He's so honorable, Abbott. Okay. Thank you very much. Had that been niggas, niggas smuggling some shit, she would not have been surprised.
I bet you they don't equate him to a cartel affiliate.
Right.
You know. That'll never happen. That'll never happen.
Found evidence.
Yep. So Lucky, go ahead.
No, I would just say I know that they got that what they were agro-terrorism. So they got agro. So that's heavy, Cap. Like there's so many ways you can weaponize the food. So they got all kind of pathogens and things that now imagine ain't no telling what that'll do if they let that out and they put that in the ground out there with some weed or something. You know what I'm saying? Like, boy, like you said, the Lord is about to plague this place, man. There could be a fact. They got so many ways to terrorize this place, man, and all kind of weapons that he didn't form in a lab. In a lab, I was looking at something. They got gasless. They got chemicals that you can't even smell. That's invisible to the eye. You walk outside, everybody land on the ground. You won't even know what the hell had happened.
Yeah,
like this place here, boy. When the Lord said he point out the vials, man. Like that's where it's going, brothers and sisters, man. The Lord, we got to get ready to go home, brothers. You know what I'm saying? Because this place here is gonna be uninhabitable when the Lord gets through with America. You know what I'm saying? On top of nuclear destruction. Just them bringing that out of agro. I'm gonna look that word up, agro-terrorism. I guarantee they got some stuff out there that can, it can make your popcorn, do different things. You know what I'm saying? So
the wheat is like a weed. Is that it grows so far, vast and wide. You don't know how fast that shit gonna spread.
Yep.
I mean, there's so many invasive species, not just with plants, but with animals too. That Esau watch. Remember that cicada, there's the cicada that come from the ground. Then one year there was a cicada from some other country. They say kill that one. They say if you all see it, kill it. Is the one with the red eyes or the red wings or some shit. They say see that. So there's you could perform terrorism on a country so many different ways. And I mean a food source. I mean now you're really attacking livelihood. And think about it. He first he lied, then he admitted to bringing it in. I want to know his mindset. I would like to hear what he was taught growing up, or what they told him doing this is going to do for China. Like I really want to hear that. That's what I would really like them to bring out, and I want our people to listen so we could understand what we're really up against. Like this sister here saying, I was shocked and you on campus with him. I was shocked to hear that, and something. You know, like Abdul Armstrong was saying, the model minority, right? Exactly. You all remember that? Did you Commander Hannah did a whole breakdown on that? It might be on this channel. I'm gonna look for it and post it in the chat just before we leave. America's model minority, where they artificially created the Asians as so-called superior to us. And not knowing they just a bunch of criminal, illegal immigrants who smuggling contraband like in a prison.
Yep.
I wonder where the bacteria was, if it was in his eye. I wonder if you put it right here on his eyelid. I'm gonna talk my shit,
It's crazy, Cap.
I'm gonna talk my shit
Yeah.
because
Cap.
that was us that have been saying he hit it up in his nose.
Right.
Or the woman hit it in their butt. They have been
Yep.
saying some dumb shit about us. So leave me when I talk about them monolid.
And with the I'm sorry.
Also, go ahead, Cap.
Yeah, we're gonna say with how advanced China is these days, you already knew that when he came and said, "No, I'll just bring it so that way we can test it over here." That was BS because China got their own labs. They got state of the art labs. You gonna bring it from China? That was BS. That straight up was BS.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
And if I could, and what did the university? They ain't make a statement about it, because this is and you know what it's going back to. I'm thinking about how Trump trying to stop all them foreign. He trying to stop a lot of the students from going to Harvard. He won with them on them visas over there as well. But I think they own something. They cracking down on these universities right now for whatever reason. But I do know, the biological, that's they got stuff up there that'll take you out of here. You know what I'm saying? But I'm sure you can't just move that stuff. I remember just doing it while I was working for a job, doing some work, just delivering, and I called them rats. The scientists, they wanted me to call them mice. I called them rats, but they got offended. Well, don't call them rats. They call them mice. And I was doing a little delivery job. What was that? I forgot that place out there in DC or Virginia. It was one of them chemical them lab places.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah. And man, and listen, and like they were testing on them rats, man, on them rats. But and you couldn't, like, when you bring that to the airport, there's a certain label that has to, it don't go through the regular type with luggage. They have certain areas that's designated, and you have to have a ID and certain things to get this. You can't just put that stuff in no luggage, man.
Right.
But once again, they putting the stuff in their Nikes or something. They try to put it in one of them Chinese a fortune cookie or something. We don't know where they putting this stuff at. You know what I'm saying? But once again, I do know that the Food Drug Administration, they don't regulate Chinatown like they regulate our businesses and things. Some of them labels don't have no English writing on it. It's all Chinese. You don't know what's in there. You know what I'm saying? The meat is they don't regulate them like they regulate us. So now just seeing this is like it's giving us a glimpse in how they dealing with them. And I'm glad this story came out, because Lord knows what's going on with these foreign Chinese students bringing God knows what over here, man. You know what I'm saying? I mean, and who knows? Did the university know about it? They should be at fault as well. Who knows? But something that can destroy the ecosystem or the food ecosystem. I mean, in this place, you let that happen, you're gonna see the stock market and everything go in a tumult. You're gonna see they're gonna like, man, we can't grow no wheat, the wheat down. You know what I'm saying? The Lord knows what it'll do, man. So that's hell there, brother.
Yeah. And like you're saying, who knows if they're in on it, because something like that get out into and destroying the wheat. Now you have companies who gonna be in position to make money for making a antidote, or to conquer the virus. I mean, this should go it goes so many different ways, and Esau gonna find a way to make a money at every branch of his tree. Every branch you're gonna find a way to make that money, and this can't be the first time they did it. Cannot be the first time they done smuggle something through and Lord knows, Lord knows what. Lord knows, who knows if all these recalls on eggs and avian flu is them just coming in. Them just coming in, bringing something and just, destabilizing everything. Who the hell knows, man? But again, you deporting the wrong people. You vetting the wrong people. You inspecting the wrong passports. You giving them a pass to come through, but our people, you treating us like we enemy number one. No problem, man. Your day is coming. Your day is coming. It's going to be your turn soon. And don't you cry about it. Don't you fret. You earned it. You would have earned it in that day.
Yeah, and don't think burning them papers when Christ come back won't stop it. You know how to like to shred paper up once that leave. You know what I mean? You had to burn that paper. Christ know what the hell you did. The Most High know what the hell you did.
Listen, they're gonna try to flush all the cocaine down the toilet. The alien gonna come and do this right here, and thin air is gonna turn into a screen with you sniffing cocaine off of some elephants or something.
That's right.
Lord, that's the ultimate surveillance act everywhere.
Okay. Yeah.
Everywhere. Listen, why do you think the angel's wings is covered with eyes? To look at you, nigga. That angel fly over, he taking all kind of pictures of your ass. His eyes all over the wings. So when now they catch it and say, it wasn't me, I didn't do nothing. The angel just do this, like Minority Report. And the video come up in the middle of thin air. All kind of angles. All kind of angles are you dumb behind. Your turn is coming, man. Your turn coming. Right. Listen, man, 12 kids, we rock with you all. Oh, it's lucky. Go ahead, Cap.
Just one more thing. I'm just, as you were saying that, what was crossing my mind is that when I came in, y'all was talking about the sister, where they took away her medallion, but no problem. When Christ comes, you devils are gonna get a nice medallion too, but it's gonna say slave. You know, that's what it's gonna say. You earned that medallion. That's an Olympic style medallion for you coming.
Hell yeah. All right. Your feet gonna be on fire. Hell.
Yeah.
So listen, we right out up at the time. Again, big up to Commander Johnny Hanna for getting us a platform to rock.
That's right.
You know what I mean? He jumps in every now and then. You'll stay tuned, support the truth, pay your tithes, isupk.com. Pay your tithes, support the truth. 10% of all the increase on earnings must come into the school.
That's right.
Coming up, check your camp leader, check all the website. Listen, man, y'all go look for all them videos coming up from our Passover week. They're going crazy all over the place. Send them everywhere. Send them to every young brother and sister. All them athletes need to see all of that shit. We're going to build a whole new kingdom. New Jerusalem is here, man. The kingdom of heaven. We're building it right here. Again, the usual suspects, Captain Nathak, always holding it down with us on the inside.
That's right.
The hand holding it down, man. You as per usual. You know what I mean? Ethan on the inside, right? Aria holding up Honduras, all them places, man. We are Officer Warren on the inside, holding it down. Right. And Baltimore, and Officer Kazak, man, holding on DC.
That's right. That's
y'all too, man. Y'all precious in the work of the Lord. And we're gonna hold this down. Join us again next Wednesday, same time, 10 p.m. man. We're gonna be rocking it out, holding down the damn thing, man. Support the truth, man. Pay your tithes. With that, we're gonna say, man, we'll see you all next week.
On 44 shit, you know what I mean? Busy man. Look, when that shit drop, you step all the way on their neck, step on their neck and they head with that shit. Fine then, I ain't show no mercy, we gon' show them boy what time it is.